Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? I just posted the dumbest going live tweet of my entire career. I'm very proud of myself for this. What do you think? What do you think? Whoa! Making my debut as a React streamer. Huh? What's up? How you doing, Jordan? You should use this for my magic headshots. Right, this photo exists on the internet now, doesn't it?
Sometimes you don't get to choose your shot.
You know what? I often don't even get to choose which photo, people use for my badges. So, I mean, here we are. What up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to Trailer Day. First thing, important note on Trailer Day. Whoop. Chat gets to get out of the box. Boo. There you go. Be good, Twitch chat. Everyone can see you now. Oh, God. Yeah, Gunner's going to use that image for the next, 3 years. I didn't think about that. I probably should have thought about that. Whatever. It's all good. Hey, welcome to Trailer Day. Trailer Day is a day where we catch up on all of the new and exciting video games that are going to be coming out. I do attempt my absolute best to keep this stream friendly. Sometimes with Trailer Day, things slip through the cracks. My apologies for that, but we're gonna do our absolute best, right? Coming out of your box and you were doing just fine. Gotta something because I want it all. How'd I do, Gravitas? A couple of subs right off the bat. We got a Viscount. Thank you for the third of a year, the 33. And Brooke, we are so close to Amsterdam. I know, I'm very hype. Hey, Steve, thank you so much for using your Prime here, friend. I really appreciate it. That'll do. Nailed it. Nailed it. God, I'm so good at this. Started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? How did it end up like this? I don't leave a week tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. No kidding. I'm going to do a little bit of a shorter day today. I've also got Loading Ready Run filming tonight. And I am still just so tired. So the idea of like a 12-hour day a week out before I fly to Europe for 2 weeks, I can't get sick right now. Oh, man. Remember this checklist before you put an image on the internet. Does this contain any personal information? Am I okay with this becoming my MagicCon badge? What will Gunner do? You know what? All wise information, kits. I definitely did not go through that checklist. Am I going to play Minecraft soon? I am. So tomorrow on 9 o'clock, Swamp Donkey, we're going to be kicking off a brand new server. And then probably Wednesday and Thursday this week, I'm going to be exploring a new 1.21 brand new server. And then the goal probably, I've been saving it until I came back from Europe because I knew I wanted to get really into it. But yeah, Vanilla Minecraft starts Tuesday on 9 o'clock and then on home streams on Wednesday. Someone who currently has a cold, that is correct. Yeah. What up, Suffix? Hey, Suffix. We should have poutine before I leave. What's your Friday look like? I shouldn't make personal plans on the internet with you right now, but here we are. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped to get back into vanilla. It has been entirely too long. All right, let's talk about trailers. This is the list that I have prepared. It is obviously not exhaustive. There are a lot of things that have come out recently. 2 weekends ago, we had Jeff Keighley's Summer Games Fest. We had the Xbox Summit, we had the PlayStation Summit, we had Day of the Dev, we had the Devolver Showcase. I mean, we've had so many video game announcements in the past couple of weeks that it's kind of hard to keep up with everything that just happened. So the way we're going to structure this today is here's a list of things that caught my eye. And again, I've watched way more than this. These are just the ones that I decided to write down to share with everybody. And then what I'm hoping we can do is later on, I'll ask y'all for your suggestions, and you could rapid fire a bunch, and we can watch through, and we can, and you know, walk, weird. We can go through them and watch them all together. There we go. That's a much better English phrase. Again, the goal is to make sure that anything that you suggest is surge safe, which is, again, not a hard and fast definition. We want to try and avoid, you know, body horror and gore and profanity and nudity. We want to try and keep it as family friendly as possible. I, of course, realize that that's not necessarily always possible on a trailer day, but we'll do our best. We'll do our absolute best. All right, let's start off with, these are in no particular order, by the way. I mean, if I thought about it, maybe more than half a second, I could have created some type of emotional experience, but nah. In the order that they came across my phone, we're going to start with the Escape of the Mad Empire. Wait, Escape the Mad Empire. When is Surge After Dark trailer day? Man, you never know. Escape the Mad Empire is a party-based roguelike dungeon crawler with intense and deep tactical combat. Overcome the challenges as a band of heroes and preserve their lives and sanity by managing resources and growing your base. Can you escape the Mad Empire? How you doing, Inkslayer? Thank you for the 54. Ooh, vacation time. Let's go, buddy. New demo. Let's check out the announcement trailer for starters.
You have been pulled through time, across multiple dimensions, only to end up in a fallen empire, mad with power. Face the apocalypse, or should I say, apocalypses. Loot is your lifeline.
Very Enter the Gungeon style chest.
Pause and execute your next moves instantly. Many have tried and died.
Give him the clamps.
Can you escape the Mad Empire?
Interesting. And now we have the demo. What's this? New demo out now. This looks remarkably similar to what we just watched, but with different music. So yeah, a reminder, the strangest way that I find most of my video game demos is just like Google recommendations, which is very odd. So this one came onto my phone. I think I started making this list about a week ago. And yeah, I recently played, what's it called? Heroes of Hammerwatch with Ellie and had a really good time with that. So this was just like, you know what? I like more games like this. Something they didn't really show off in the demo is managing resources and growing your base. I kind of wish there's a little bit more of that explainer in the demo, but I imagine the gameplay loop might be kind of similar to what we saw before. Oh, look at this. Look at this loot system. Oh my God, is it an extraction shooter? Get in, bring all the stuff, take it out, sell it. Actually, hold on. It might be. Hold on. Inventory stash, random replicator. Wait, is this like Darkest Dungeon? Hold on. We've got the active party and then 15 out of 16. So it looks like it might be the sort of thing where you don't have a character. Instead, you have a town available, and the multiplayer means different people can just play it. Oh, that's very interesting. Well, well, well. Hey, what's up, Omderasterix? Thank you very much for the 44. Mungo, thank you so much for the 19. What's up, Rach? What's up, Beholder? How are the trailers going? We literally just started. Welcome on in. It looks like it has extraction inventory nonsense. Yeah, I'm excited. Looks like we've also got a very classic fantasy game color-based rarity system. You know, I see green, blue, gold. I think to myself, uncommon, magic, unique. You know what I mean? Characters have skills. Interesting. Level 5 Ravager. Do you think red means unidentified or like Giga tier? What's up, Snoot? You played a bunch of demos on Saturday? So one thing I don't want to English. One thing I don't want to turn today into is a demo day. I don't know why. I'm not stoked to play a bunch of demos, but that doesn't mean I don't want to when we get to the viewer suggestion part. I want to hear all your favorite demos you've been playing. We can maybe watch the trailers for those. Didn't we figure out? I learned Balatro through a day like this. Where I was like, I'm not playing any demos. And then people were like, play Balatro. And then I just played Balatro for like 100 hours. So I reserve the right to change my mind. All right. I should probably add some notes. In the first trailer, there was a scene that had a bunch of text on the screen. Hold on.
Only to end up in a fallen empire, mad with power.
Did I not skip ahead? Oh my god.
Face the apocalypse. Or should I say,
Apocalypses.
loot is your lifeline.
All right.
And a single mistake means death.
Where's that text on the screen?
Pause and execute your next moves instantly.
There we go. Roguelike party-based tactical RPG with real-time combat. You know what? I'm just going to use their words here. Roguelike party-based tactical RPG with real-time combat. There we go. Roguelike has lost all meaning. Everything is roguelike now. I don't know. I saw a lot of people getting mad the other day because somebody used the descriptor Souls Light, which I thought was very funny. Yeah, they jammed a lot of words into there. I don't know. I still know what they mean when they say roguelike. No. You didn't insert turn-based. It is turn-based. You can, again, no, it's not turn-based. You're right. It's tactical because they can pause it. It's not turn-based. Yeah. You're going to shill away Scar Red Tiger? Just let me get through my list first. Roguelike hasn't meant turn-based ASCII art dungeon crawler for ages. I don't want to get too much into the I forgot people. Sometimes people have like big capital O opinions on that term. I still think it has a lot of value. But you're right. Has it changed or not? That's fair. All right, the next up we have a game called Seablip. Go from humble beginnings to feared pirate captain in this seafaring open world adventure. Enhance your reputation as you take on bounties, upgrade your ship, hire a crew, and search for treasure. Or just go fishing. Gameplay. Early access launch trailer. I'll watch them both. Look at this. Have you ever wanted FTL but pirate ships? Because we got FTL with pirate ships. PTL. Oh my god, they're sending in pirate birds. Incredible. Making you nostalgic for puzzle pirates. I mean, It feels like they've been trying to kind of nail the pirate genre for a while. Sea of Thieves obviously kind of crushed it, but there's like 8 million years ago, what was it? Sid Meier's, was it just called Sid Meier's Pirates? Yeah. There you go. Let's go all the way back to, what year is this? They don't even have a trailer. $2005. All right, it's not that far back at all. Wait, this is not the game I thought it was. There, that's the part I remember. This is the no, this is a remake. Yeah. No. You're right. Because I was going to be like, this is not from 2005. I thought it was older than that. $1987 was the original? Wait, initial release date 2004. Hold on. Sid Meier's Pirates! Is a 2004 strategy action game. What am I conflating this with? There we go. Release May 1987. There's the one we're talking about. Microprose. Who remembers that game company? What's the joke? If you remember that game company, it's time to take your back medicine. Like, oh yeah, it's beautiful. So anyways, there's massive nostalgia around pirate video games. So anytime I see one like this come out, I'm thinking to myself, well. So this trailer is focusing a lot more on the vibes of the world and exploration as opposed to the ship combat. I like that they went and said hello to that pig. Fishing up treasure. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I've never played an Assassin's Creed. Yo, is this music just like straight out of, oh god, what's it called? Stardew? Like this music's got big Stardew vibes, right? Oh, neat. You can actually target specific sections of the ship as well. I mean, that makes sense. Oh, when you win, you can steal their stuff. Oh, that's very cool. Game's got big Stardew vibes? I think so. Absolutely. Big inspiration? Oh, for sure. Somebody looked at Sea of Thieves and asked themselves, could we make a cozy farming game out of this? Wow, they had a huge update like 2 weeks ago. The Wizards and Flags update. Oh, cool. Best Indie Summer Showcase 2024. Wizard Pirates. Why not, right? New bosses. Wizard theme. Okay. I mean, if you've ever watched One Piece, what can fit under the label of pirate is, you know, pretty broad. Cozy Stardew meets FTL Sea of Thieves. There you go. The most generic description of a game ever. I'm going to describe this as 3 popular games with the word cozy in front of it. Wait, Steam is listing it to similar games I've played. Pillars of Eternity 2. I mean, it has similar to Enshrouded for me, in that it's a survival crafter. I don't know. Wizards that control the wind are very handy on a ship. Yeah. This just makes me want to watch One Piece again. All right, Drill Core. Now, Drill Core is one of the games on Steam that is actually playable with the demo things right now. And this looks like a Surge game. This is a game I'm actually like pretty stoked about. And actually, I should grab this. And I'm going to send this to a buddy right now, because this is a game my buddy David would love. If I were a wizard, what school of magic would I indulge in? Coffeeomancy. Easy coffeeomancy. Uno. All right. Check it out.
Tired of catching a cold every time you step out in winter? Well, suffer no more. Our team of drilling experts will arrive on your planet in no time. We do more than just mine. We're pioneers in regulating climates across the galaxy. And the best part? There are no upfront fees for our services. Worried about disturbing the local wildlife? Fear not. We manage all drilling operations during the safe daylight hours and fortify our defenses for any nighttime surprises. Safety first always. After each assignment, we conduct a comprehensive...
Hey, what's up, Claire? Oh my god, the full stack. Thank you.
Driving us to constantly refine our approach and strategy. Should your planet's core unexpectedly explode, survivors can claim a full refund for our services. Now that's what I call a lifetime guarantee. Think you have what it takes to lead the best drilling team in the galaxy? Apply through our Steam page today. Drill Core Corporation.
Building tomorrow's galaxy, one core at a time.
So this game reminds me a lot of games like Wall World and Dome Keeper. So you've got a gameplay loop of... You start on top of this. You have this drilling platform that's making its way down. And then so what you do is you hire miners. So you have 3 roles. You have miners, guards, and runners. They head down. They mine resources. They carry it back up during the daytime. And when nighttime, bugs come and attack. And then you've got a tower defense game above that protects it. So your soldiers will shoot up. You can also make defensive stuff on the side. And it like rinse and repeat. That's your gameplay loop. As you get further into the game, you can upgrade your platform. So, you know, things to make your workers more efficient, things to increase your worker cap, all kinds of different structures. I don't actually know what the win condition is or anything like that, but this is a very fun genre that I've had fun exploring before. So for those of you who might not remember, Dome Keeper, I mean, you'll see is quite similar. This is a game we actually streamed a while ago. Oh, this demo is so much quieter. So in this one, you're playing by yourself. And then when it comes time to defend your base, you actually come up and then you pilot it. So the tower defense portion is actually like manually operated, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, tech tree and stuff like that. And then similar, we have Wall World, which is another game. I think actually I was given a key to this game. This game was great. So Wall World, picture the same concept, except the entire world is a vertical wall. And you've got this like mecha robot that goes up and down. So then, yeah, you move around trying to find places to breach in and get resources to upgrade it while you explore. And there's like different biomes and different bosses you can check out as you go in those directions. This is another very interesting, very fun game. So yeah, Drill Core. What have I done? I don't actually know what, oh, that's a little refresh button. Drill Core, right in that genre of like very niche. I don't even know what to describe this genre as. Platform miners, strategy, colony simulator, exploration, roguelite. Sure. Watched my coffee video the other day and it made me want to have my first ever cup of Ethiopian coffee. Hey, let's go. Describing this game as commercially sold global warming, right? Tower defense, resource explorer. Yeah. How do they describe themselves? Wait, hold on. Similar to auction, not included in Against the Storm. I mean, I guess. Oh, they don't really have a description. They just have an about. Tower defense, resource exploration. Let's use those words. I like those words. Wait, tower defense. You don't really explore. It's not a survival crafter. I mean, I guess colony simulator? Sure. All right, let's keep moving right along. We've got Mirthwood. I'm assuming it was made by an indie company. The developer is called Hungry Couch Games, and it's published by Tiny Build. So Tiny Build... Video game developer, published, established in 2011. They have 177 games. Oh, Black Skylands, interesting. I Am Future. They got some big titles here. Hello Neighbor, yeah. Potion Craft, TQ, big fan of that game. What's up, Zunius? Thank you so much for using your Prime here. Due to heart issues, I can no longer drink regular coffee, so I'll support those that do. What's up, friend? Hey, what's up, Vez? It's been a while since you've seen a non-After Dark stream. I'm glad you're here, friend. I hope you're well. Hope your move is going well. Pardon me. Promise I'm trying to pay attention. And the developer, Hungry Couch Games. Oh, they also made Black Skylands. Well, well, well. Anyways, Mirthwood. Oh, yeah. This game looks great. So, when I first saw this demo, it reminded me of... God, how do I unpack this complex emotion that I'm feeling right here? Huh. So, I'm old. We'll start there. And this gets into like a broader conversation I've been having about video games as well. Just being like, why do people sometimes get mad at video games? Why is it charming when an older game has quirks, but a newer game is bad if it has those same quirks? Stuff like that. And my theory for all of this, I'm trying to fill in like hours worth of conversations. My feeling after this conversation, my theory is that people are always looking for novelty. People are always trying to recreate that first time that something really wowed them in a video game. And like moments that will probably stay with me like my entire life. The first time I fought a dragon in Skyrim, I remember just being absolutely blown away. That was like the coolest thing I could ever imagine. There was, I think it was one of the very first Battlefield games. It was a first-person shooter set in like World War II, and you land on the beach and you're like trying to run up the hill. It's like right out of Saving Private Ryan. They made that in a video game. I was just like, oh, that was so intense the first time I saw that. And another moment for me, tying it into Mirthwood, was the first time I played Fable on the original Xbox, the original Fable game. And just this idea of like, oh my God, what do you mean decisions I make actually matter in this game? Right? You know, you can be either a warrior, a rogue, or a wizard, and you could be good or evil. And I was just like, what? That crap shot, you don't want classic WoW back, you want your youth back? Well, too bad. Yeah, something like that. And so the first feeling I got when I saw Mirthwood was that of just like, oh, this maybe is special. Was it Medal of Honor? Could have been Medal of Honor. Yeah. Have I checked out Fields of Mistria? I'm going to do community suggestions at the end of Lecture Claire. So anyways, that's a big preamble for Mirthwood, but let's check this out.
Imagine you're living in a beautiful, thriving homestead filled with...
Is that audible to anybody? How is the volume for that? Was that really quiet? I don't know what's going on. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good was that volume? Slightly audible? All right, let's bump it up.
Imagine you're living in a beautiful, thriving homestead filled with life, food and wine. Well, there's only one place to start, with some good old manual labour. In Mirthwood, you'll be tasked with managing your own homestead. So when you're done adventuring, or socialising, home is always waiting for you. Grow a wide variety of crops. As you progress, build refiners and turn your raw resources into quality artisan goods. Make linen, jams, ales, wine and more. Cook meals or craft weapons and armor. You can age your alcohol for an extra kick. Just don't expect to be productive afterward. In towns, you'll find vendors of all types. Purchase animals, choosing from different breeds and coats. Check in with the craftsman for your home goods. Or hire townsfolk to work on your property. As seasons pass in Mirthwood, your farm will take on a different form. Ensure your animals have shelter, or butcher them if you're low on food. Your land is your palette, not constrained by grids or squares, but only by your imagination. Will you...
I'm pretty sure that cow's fine.
Animal lover, or industrialist, or something else altogether. And don't forget, adventure waits just outside your doorstep. But you might stay at home and choose the cozy life.
So I'm curious. I thought this game was way more of an RPG than a Stardew-like.
A sprawling medieval landscape, uncharted and untamed, worlds away from home.
Not a builder fan, but this game might change my mind. Yeah.
Create who you want to be. Choose from various...
This is the game I'm talking about. So hold on. Check this out for a second. So as you choose a background, one of the big things they have is this card system. Everything has a pro and a con, which is really interesting.
As you explore Mirthwood, you may need to hunt and forage for supplies. Brave Mother Nature.
So I didn't expect as much of a cozy element to it. This is the part of the game that I first saw.
You will encounter many friends and many foes.
Like, this is the one, you're asking about my, like, Fable vibes, right?
And stumble upon mysteries across the world. At times, making difficult choices. Your actions in the game
Mine.
will be
Mine now.
affecting your renown, morality, and even how the inhabitants view and interact with you. Should you choose, settle down and make a home, raise animals, orchards, and structures.
If everything
Looks like an entirely different game now, right?
was true,
Performing actions will level different skills, unlocking powerful skill cards as you build your character.
See?
Mirthwood is a fully simulated, breathing world where citizens go about their daily lives working to survive.
Yo, hold on, time out. Look at this dude's top knot. What is this haircut?
Daily lives
Look at it jiggle.
the highest mountain
The characters you meet each
Sorry.
have unique personalities.
I never
Discover
I've never seen a haircut like that.
and loyal companions. Oh,
Oh, there it is again.
enemies. The right attire might help you pull off that joke you've been working on.
It's like two completely different games, right?
Mirthwood is
So when I saw that cozy trailer, I was like, wait, did I get the wrong game? Which is not that it's bad, but like, look how much there is to this.
sword or silver tongue. What you'll uncover along the way is anyone's guess.
So yeah, I think I'm really, really hyped for this. Can you just do one or the other? I have no idea. Embark on an enchanting journey and brave ferocious creatures in an immersive medieval fantasy world. Will you settle a new homestead to live a life of farming and trade, or pick up the sword and take up the adventurer's path? I have no idea. There's a lot of you choose. So I don't know how many of you are familiar. There's a YouTuber named Splattercat Gaming. And his whole thing is he plays like the first hour of upcoming indie games over and over and over. And he's got a video that includes a bunch of the early look to this. So if you're curious as to what the actual gameplay looks like, you can check out his stuff. But this looks like it's coming out real soon too. So yeah, this is one of the titles I am unbelievably hyped for. How do we even describe this? Massively ambitious fantasy, cozy I'm going to just throw the word cozy around. Cozy fantasy simulator. A lot of people are saying sim. Yeah. Massively ambitious, cozy fantasy sim. Because it's not quite an RPG, right? Although it definitely has elements of that. As a demo, and I'm downloading it now. Nice. I'm excited to rule my town with an iron fist. All right, Vez. Let us know how that goes. Ambitious is a great word there. Yeah. You know what? Hold on. Boop. Look at this. Archer. The character Hart from popular children's TV shows, Captain Planet. An adventurer, a rouge, an artist. You could have it all. Fable had some ambitions like that as well. Yeah, there's also the new Fable game coming out, which ironically, I don't even think I can play the Fable trailers because I think they have a bunch of profanity in them. But there's like Fable 4 or whatever is coming out. And didn't they get like a famous actor, comedian actor, British acting legend to play the role of a giant or something like that. Yeah, Richard Iota. Yeah. Am I right in thinking that there's like a giant F-bomb in the middle of that trailer? Can I play that trailer? You've never been interested in Fable. So I feel as though Fable 2 and 3 were not as good as the original. Is that an unusual way to pronounce his last name? It's one of those names that I've only ever read and probably never said out loud, so apologies. The first Fable game, 2 was quite good. I don't know, man. So like, I think I played, it was either 2 or 3 with Joe. One of them, there was a point where like, in the first game, you start off as a peasant and you don't really become royalty. And like later on, it increases the scope of the decisions you can make. And you're basically like, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't like that. I felt the hero's journey was less exciting or somehow diminished what it did. And one of the ones you're in charge of the kingdom and you're given this like massive pivotal decision between like, do you make everybody in your town sad and take away alcohol, or do you let them drink free? And the good decision is to like let booze flow through the streets. And then for the rest of the game, everybody is like vomiting everywhere and you're like, this is awful. This is so gross. This is the good guy decision. You're like, no. 3 had such a stark turn with good and bad system that it felt a letdown from the game's dynamic. That's kind of what I'm talking about. It felt like it lost a lot of the subtlety. I played the second one. The only thing I remember is not being able to figure out why my character was fat. Anyways, 1, especially because 1 was a new IP and it was just so exciting out there. As a franchise, it's kind of odd, but 1, Mirthwood's giving me the same kind of excitement. Chasing that elusive dragon of looking for new and exciting memories in video games. That's Mirthwood for me right now. All right, it wouldn't be a video game day if we didn't talk about the next No Man's Sky expansion. No Man's Sky has announced another enormous full-sized DLC. This one is called Adrift, which is pretty cool.
Introducing No Man's Sky, Adrift. The Adrift update brings a new gameplay event for No Man's Sky. For the first time, explore an abandoned universe. The new Iron Vulture starship is a safe haven in these dangerous worlds.
Since it's No Man's Sky, is it the Women's Sky? Sure.
No other life forms, no shops.
Everybody in between.
And make a pact with the ghostly...
No man may kill me. I'm no man. Right?
As the mystery begins to unravel, as the cries of the lost echo across time and space, surprises await at every corner with new ship styles to explore. The Adrift update is a unique chance to experience an alternative universe. Our journey continues.
So one of the things I guess this didn't include, maybe we'll check the Orbital update.
Introducing No Man's Sky Orbital.
Since the last time we played it, there's like 4 updates.
The Orbital update.
No Man's Sky is so good. This game is so good now. It's so good.
Featuring new shops and activities, stations are now uniquely customized based on system, race, and locale. Engine improvements allow for vast interior spaces and...
They've done something, I think there's 20 major free DLC size expansions that they've added to this game.
Customize your start.
Also, check this out now.
Editor.
You can actually just customize this is what I was hoping to find.
Ship types
Just build your own custom ship to make it look exactly as you want. Right?
crash
This is what you've wanted the whole time, right?
to create completely
Yeah, so between these last 2 updates as well. So,
warp in to rescue your fleet if they get attacked on away missions.
thanks company I forgot the name of. Hello Games.
Guild, improve your reputation, and even get discounts at the guild shop. Space station exteriors look incredible and are hugely varied. More will follow.
So one of the things that Max talked me into, which I never even thought about when approaching something like No Man's Sky, is similar to like Path of Exile or Diablo, which is a weird game to talk about as a comparison. Every time there's a major expansion, they also have something like a narrative league that you can play through by itself. So, I mean, again, I have to give a comparison because it's the only thing I play through. Like when a new expansion comes out for Diablo, or even, and not even necessarily new expansion, they just call it a league system. And what you can do is you can wipe and you can play right through, and they always have like a unique mechanic that you can play that way, or you can keep your legacy character and just keep playing. And they do that for every expansion for No Man's Sky as well, which is wild. And if you're ever looking for a new way to play through this, you could try playing through like the league or expansion narrative. So in Adrift, their hook is, I mean, one of the other things, if you play enough No Man's Sky, it's all about like parallel universes as well, which is very interesting narratively. I didn't expect this story to hook me as much. But in Adrift, you end up in a parallel universe where everyone but you is dead, which is kind of cool. I don't know. Anyways, if you've been on the fence about this game for a while, it's amazing. It is such a huge success story. Definitely check it out. Similar, there's Fallout 76. Fallout 76 is also very good right now. 76 is a very good time. I've heard nothing but good things. Yeah. What up, Butternades? I was also one of the people that was like not angry TM when it came out. There was, I don't even feel, I don't know. There's people smarter than me who have given interesting insight into what happened with the launch of No Man's Sky. But this game is sweet. 230,000 reviews. Let's go, Hello Games. Also, if we're talking about Hello Games, we have to talk about their new upcoming title, Light No Fire. Because I'm imagining some people in here haven't heard about this, and I'm hyped for this. So, Skeleton Dad, yeah. You don't see a lot of baby skeletons in video games. Burb. This game also seems massively ambitious. Is this No Man's Skyrim? They have made a game where it is one just endlessly massive world that you can explore. And it looks visually stunning. This is my jam. Look, as somebody who's been waiting for Elder Scrolls 6 to come out. I just want a giant fantasy world that I can explore. Yeah, there is no other information other than this trailer. This came out, I think, a year ago. Very interesting. No Man's Sky is approaching the similar problem state for me as Path of Exile. In theory, a game would have a ton of fun going back to, but has accumulated so many systems that every time I try and go back, I get overwhelmed. Interesting. No, that's fair. I do feel with Path of Exile in particular, they've added so many different systems that I don't want to play it. But when I last played No Man's Sky, which I should figure out how long ago that was, I did not find myself that overwhelmed. But there's also stuff that I know I don't want to do. So last time I played it was 2022. Wow. Hold on. Literally 2 years today. Today is June 17th. I last played this game June 17th of 2022. That's so funny. So hold on. Since the last time I played, there has been major update Singularity. So I played after that came out. I don't know what that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major updates. So that's more than 2 a year. Wow. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, it's interesting because I definitely feel that in Path of Exile, that it's a game that has so many systems that when I play through, one of the first things, my joke when I play that game is you have to find out what you could ignore and then to like get to the actual gameplay loop you want to do. But that's because you're walking across and you see a shrine and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just like, okay, do you want to do a fleet or not a fleet? Do you want to manage a city or not a city? Because like when I see games like this, I never want to do base building ever. Oh man. In first person games like this, which is funny because all I play is first person survival games, I never want a base build. I don't know what it is. Like ever since Fallout 3 added base building, I've just been like, please Fallout. That's not what I want. But yeah, I like in this game that there's a path that you can play and effectively just ignore it. Oh, was it Fallout 4 that first had base building? Yeah. No bueno. Could you class Destiny as a fantasy world exploration? I don't think so, because Destiny isn't about exploration. Destiny is about like going to a very small map and then like leaving and then going back and forth and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a first-person shooter RPG. Destiny's about doing your daily wizard chores. Yeah. Anyways, where were we? No Man's Sky Adrift. More sweet major expansions. That's not really true anymore. Destiny is absolutely really about exploration and secret finding. Really? All right, I stand corrected. I guess it has changed a lot, and they also just introduced the major. Was it a DLC that they just added to Destiny 2? This was the big narrative beat that Alison Lurs was a part of, which is very cool. It did change shape recently. What do you mean by change shape? New shape is a triangle. Wait, it used to be an orb and now it's a triangle? Hold on, I don't know what that means. That must be some deep lore. What? The triangles are orb of the sphere. Okay, I'm not gonna get into this. Oh, because it's called the final shape. I see. Okay. Okay. All right. Good joke. Good joke. All right. Next trailer. Trailblazers. Into the March. Embark on a thrilling adventure in this roguelike colony sim strategy game. Once again, hitting all the genres. Command your land ship in tactical battles. Care for your crew Care for your crew composed of all sorts of characters, shape your home, manage resources, and lead expeditions into the march. Discover what lies at its heart and in yours.
So, you want to be a trailblazer?
This is once again a game that you're going to look at and be like, oh man, Surge. This has Surge written all over it. Yup.
Are you planning a new expedition?
Kind of reminds you of that game where we played on the back of the dinosaur. Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely, again, so many themes of games that we've streamed before. That game was called The Wandering Village.
I upgraded your ship, dear customer. You are more likely to succeed this time.
Tell me, are you sure you want this contract? I will not tolerate failure.
Wipe away your tears, my child. Death is not the end.
It was always
Bamboo,
within
right?
you, wasn't it? The heart of a trailblazer.
I mean, inspirations here. We're looking at FTL. We're looking at RimWorld, right? We've got sort of that Onbu Wandering Village style vibe too. Like these giant, almost like Nausicaa art style, this giant like land fortress insect things. Is it also a roguelike? Yep. So you start your run, you pick a path looking for destinations, and then you die and it restarts again, right? Seems very, very, very interesting. It's got sort of that, imagine some of the places that you stop in. I'm like speculating a lot right now. You end up and it ends up being an event or something instead of necessarily an encounter. So maybe you find a shop. There's that weird bug that's like, I upgraded your ship. Right? Seems very cool. Is there a word for large traveling towns like Ecumenopolis is for plane spanning city? I don't know. I mean, so I might have a theory. So in sci-fi, there's the idea of the colony ship, right? Or the seed ship. So there's a lot of space fantasy about like, okay, we have this entire city, this entire internal civilization, and it's traveling for a long enough time that entire generations of people will come and go before they reach where they're going to land. And I've typically heard that referred to as either a colony ship or a seed ship. I don't think the Death Star counts as that because of the framing of it. The Death Star is ultimately a warship. And even though like cities worth or planets worth of people live on it, that's not narratively what it seeks to do. And I think that's important. Yeah, I think generation ship, yeah, is something like that. I think you are right in that a lot of people live on the Death Star, but I think the framing of it is very important. It's also wild to think. I just realized that. I've never really tried to dissect it in Star Wars. It's wild to think of how quickly they build the Death Star and then destroy it and then rebuild it, right? Like, you got to imagine that would take generations, like hundreds, if not thousands of years to build something like that. And it happens twice in the span of the movies there. Has anybody been critical of that? Hold on. Time out. I also don't think Star Trek works for that too. Maybe I haven't watched enough Star Trek. Does Howl's Moving Castle work? Again, I don't think so, because Howl's Moving Castle is actually just like a dude's place. Has the internet always been critical of Star Wars? Well, I don't mean like hating women, Jordan. I mean, like, what is the science behind the construction of a plant-sized spaceship? That kind of critique. Don't think too hard about the Star Killer base and the speed of light? Okay, that's fair. Wait, every single element of it has always been critiqued? Oh, okay. Critiquing the science, not the mythos? Yeah. Was the construction of the second Death Star only after the destruction of the first? Yeah, I don't know. What's that quote from Contact? Government thinking is why build one when you can build two for twice the price. There are modern construction ships larger than the Enterprise. Really? I didn't actually know what the scale of the Enterprise was. But yeah, I guess like, so the largest ships currently aren't they like American aircraft carriers? Aren't those like the biggest ships or no? What's the biggest ship right now? I need to know. All right, so the largest ships on Earth, 458 meters, half a kilometer, the Sea-Wise Giant. All right, the longest self-propelled ship in history, built between 1974 and 79. Displacement was 650,000 tons. This is the largest self-propelled ship ever built. What happened? Damaged in 1988 during the war. Later repaired and restored to service. Okay, still running. Interesting. In 2004, moored off the coast of Qatar in the Persian Gulf. Okay. Was sold to an Indian shipbreaker and renamed Mont for a final journey in December of 2009. After clearing customs, the ship sailed to a shipbreaking yard where she was breached for scrapping. Completed in 2010. Wild. So the Enterprise is listed as being 700 meters long, so not much bigger than this. I wish there was a photo of this next to other things for scale. There you go. Oh, I like for scale, they took the Empire State Building and put it on its side. Oh my God, they have the entire Pentagon for scale too. Wow. Huh. That's hilarious. Wait, we found a bigger boat? Oh, hold on. Oh, that's too many charts. That's too much information. But they're only comparing them to each other. That doesn't help me. Me, a layperson? There's general sci-fi further down that article. All right, hold on. Oh, here we go. Medium. Aha. Well, that's a very small corner here. Still a little too dense. Anyways, we got really distracted here. The brainworms are eating good right now? Yeah. How long was that tangent? All right, give me 1 second. I have to pee. I'll be right back. Hey, what up? All right, shall we move on? How do we even get talking about spaceships after looking at Trailblazers? What was the series of events that took us from this video game? Scale? Colony ships. Right. What was the right, colony ships. What is the term for a moving city? Yeah. Thank you. All right. I'm glad enough people in chat could actually follow the through line of that conversation. FTL with land ships and cool art. You are helping. All right. This is a very small indie title. It feels like every time I do a trailer day, we're always looking for, wait, VR only? No. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, that's so funny. I didn't realize this is a VR only game. Anyways, let's watch the trailer first. Every time we do one of these trailer days, we find, is this finally the Dungeon Keeper successor we've all been waiting for? I was wondering why the camera angle is so weird. I guess it's because it's a VR game. See, Tabby, what's up, friend? Thank you for the 8 months. Yeet. So, I definitely feel that this is like a little rough around the edges, but it also feels so charming as a result as well. Is this supposed to be a top-down dungeon crawl game? I mean, I guess the tricky starting point here is, are you familiar with Dungeon Keeper or not? So Dungeon Keeper is, God, a beloved video game franchise. I want to say from like 1993. This is going to get us into Sid Meier's Pirates territory all over again. Dungeon Keeper. Let's find out. Nope. 97. Yeah. You still have your CD of the original? Yeah, like we're getting into like boomer video game territory here. And in which you manage, you're the bad guy. You have this underground lair filled with like demons and undead, and it's ultimately like a base management game. And then what happens is like heroes or traditional fantasy good guys try and invade your dungeon like they do in any fantasy world and like take your treasure and your loot. And you have to, it's simultaneously like a base management game and like a tower defense game. And in the 30 years since that's been out, or whatever, 25, it feels like there's never been a successor that's really hit the tone right, in that they're either too dark or too silly. And you're trying to find, like, the tone was so important. Because you're like, I don't need this to be grimdark, and I also don't need this to be like mustache twirling villain, right? There's a Dungeon Keeper HD patch on the good old games version. Interesting. Here's a question. VR is always a weird chicken and egg problem of needing a killer app to sell the premise, but no studio is big enough or willing to invest in doing so because it's unproven. What kind of game would be your killer app? I mean, honestly, I thought one of the massive selling points for VR was, didn't they make a new Half-Life game? Half-Life, I think it was called Alexa. That game was supposed to be absolutely amazing, especially if you enjoy Alex. Yeah. Like that was supposed to be wild. So like there are some titles there, but I think one of the issues specifically with VR is the medium itself, because it wants to immerse you as a person into the game or into the world. And as such, like, how do you use that medium? And I think it's a little bit restrictive in some of the stuff it does. And you kind of have to overcome that or build within it. I don't necessarily think you can just make every game in that because it doesn't use the medium properly. But yeah, there are some banger titles for it already. The example I always use is Superhot in VR is life-changing. One of the startup tech companies I worked at had a VR room because, of course, they had a VR room. Because what else would you use your venture capital money for than a VR room? And I used to play Superhot VR on my lunch breaks. And it was, again, maybe one of the themes that we're going to have through the stream today is talking about these like genre-defining or life-defining video game moments. Superhot in VR was wild. Hey, Nitro, thank you so much for using your Prime here. Thank you for the 24 months. Enjoy your Diamond Bean. So Wukachaka is somebody who's already invested in VR. What would folks around here be looking to take that setup? So one of the issues I have with VR, Wukachaka, is specifically the space requirements. As somebody who has lived in very small apartments for the majority of my life, I don't have a room that allows me to 360 move and not kill myself. That's one of the issues. There are, of course, like mobility issues and nausea issues. That's a little bit tough too. Like that's always going to be hard for people to get into. I guess what I need is in a lot of like fantasy novels, there's a weird pod that you can get into. I need the fully immersive, like safe body pod. Something that I can crawl into, experience the game and the world without, punching a light and breaking my hand or something like that. I guess the other issue too is the cost, right? Like $500 to $1,000. But then again, like that's what people are paying for PlayStation. PS5 is like $8 million last I checked. What does a PS5 cost? PS5 is still $500. And when did the PS5 come out? 4 years ago? What year did the PS5 come out? $2020. So a 4-year-old console is still almost $500. Hold on. So you need a PS5 or a PC on top of VR. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that, Pumpkin Rats. I was always under the impression that VR was sort of a self-contained unit. Interesting. The MetaQuest is self-contained. Oh, okay. I was right about that. VR is like the monitor for your PC. I guess it depends on the unit or the ecosystem or whatever. Hoping to get a VR setup after the space in my new place. Yeah, like maybe our living room would be big enough to do it, but I don't want a game in my living room. So it goes. In your case, Serge, you might run into issues with your hand on the VR controllers. Well, again, like the games that I was playing on the VR controllers were motion-based, not hand dexterity-based, so I had no issues with it, which was really cool. Really, really cool. All right. Fascinating discussion. VR Dungeon Keeper. Let's check out Croakwood next. Which one's Croakwood? Great question, Serge. Oh. Hey, you wanted to see? Oh, right. Yes, I remember this one. All right. Popular game on this channel, Timberborn. Everybody loves it. It's a game where all the people are beavers. Well, introducing Croakwood. It's a city builder, but everybody are tiny, adorable frogs. Enjoy. They're just a little guy. It's all cute until Timberborn and Croakwood go to war. Oh my god. So not only that, but you can design every building, interior and exterior. The butterfly is enormous. Oh no, that's so dangerous. Yeah. It's got an adorable aesthetic, eh? So, like, I don't know how much more there is to say. I think this is what you see is what you get, but it looks cute as heck, right? Frog Town Simulator. I need to add the word cute. There we go. Key features. Piece-based building design system with an abundance of customization around options and style. Entertaining independent frog townsfolk to absorb and care for while they live their day-to-day lives. Observe, not absorb. Yeah. Guide and manage the economy as the townfolks gain and craft each resource by hand. A lush and expansive forest to explore with secrets to uncover and creatures to meet, and meet goals to gain access to new areas and buildables. So Texel Raptor is the developer and publisher. They also made Parkitect. Really? Featured. Well, that's kind of cool. Pretty sure Forever Winter is not a surge safe game. So there's a demo I want to show for it, which I have vetted already, Wugachaka. And the original gameplay trailer, I would agree, is not a great showcase of the game. But the next game, Forever Winter, I think this trailer is fine. This one's right on the line, though. This game is something I would never stream. So this is a post-apocalyptic, extraction shooter. And, oh heck, do I need to rewatch it? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Oh no, now I'm worried. I thought I vetted this trailer already. Is this a gameplay or teaser trailer? This is a gameplay overview. So it's 4 minutes long. The gameplay, the original teaser trailer was definitely a little bit too much. Crap. All right, it's 4 minutes long. Should I rewatch it on my phone? How do I do this? That's a gameplay trailer that's also on Steam. The gameplay trailer on Steam is shorter. It won't actually show me it. Four minutes. Oh, that is the one on there. See, I can't. All right, maybe we won't do this one. Probably a sign. This is the one that is definitely a no-go. You are not this guy. Maybe we won't. All right. Game looks sweet, especially with my Tarkov buddies. I shared a trailer. It looks really, really interesting. You're right. Probably not surge safe. So let's remove it. But maybe this is when we do a Surge After Dark trailer day. We'll see. You're looking at that gameplay. It's very borderline. Again, I know. We'll just skip it. That's fine. Cozy. Ha 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 ha. Let's watch this instead. Wow. Pretend the last 30 seconds never happened. You're gonna love this. Hey Tino, thank you so much for 41 months of tier 2, friend. I really appreciate you. So round. Angry chicken. What was that egg? Yeah, definitely has some Slime Rancher vibes. 100%. Please don't eat the frog. Yes! Oh. That is the face of something that must be protected. This is such a good trailer. It's like for the people, for the audience for this game, they know exactly what they want to do, right? It has to be cute to the point of being a little bit uncomfortable. Oh my God, the company is called Nuggets. Wow. Among the Wild is a first-person farming game where you wrangle fantastical creatures, build and manage your own idyllic farm, and set out to explore uncharted corners of a strange universe. I mean, hey, Jojo, it's out in early access if you wanted to check it out while I'm gone. Wait, no. No, it's not out yet. I'll wishlist it. First-person farming game. First-person fantasy farming game with excellent round friends. Excellent round friends. On their site, you can sign up for the closed alpha. Interesting. Pardon me. All right, and the last game that I have prepared from my point of view of games that I would like to share is Ark of Charon. Which, again, you look at this photo and you're like, I'm noticing some themes here, Jaeger. I'm noticing some themes. Enjoy. Is that a walking log? Maybe. Maybe. Who doesn't love a base builder you can take with you? So it's also a tower defense game. Because of course it is. So the way the game works is you move along a map looking for resources and stuff like that. I don't know what you're trying to outrun or whatever. And so when you get to a map, you have the ability to mine, extract resources, find all the stuff that's there. And then this stone platform, everything that you build on top of this, you take with you between locations. So everything else you can harvest, you can grab until you're done or out, or there's probably some external force that like makes you move on. Is it a Terraria roguelike? Well, it's more of a colony simulator, right? You have a whole team. Like when I see this makes me think more of Oxygen Not Included than Terraria, but like you're not wrong in that thought either. Yeah, and then because you're restricted by space width-wise, you build up. Oh, right. And then when you walk between places, there's also a tower defense element. Your core is under attack. And there's a science tech tree. Anytime I see blocks marked for mining, I just get Dort Fort flashbacks. That's so interesting. I guess it really depends on the first game in the genre that you've encountered. Because the first time I ever saw this was Oxygen Not Included. In particular, the 2D flat, like with the vertical ladders, this is always going to be Oxygen Not Included to me. All right. So that's the list that I've prepared. I don't want to call this. Colony sim / tower defense, where you move your base on a Slay the Buyer style map. I don't know. Yeah, mechanically, it's really interesting actually. Mechanically, how like similar a lot of themes that we're seeing are, right? Like, I don't know about you, but I see a lot of similarities between that and sort of like Drill Core, one of the first games that we looked at, right? Drill down, grab resources, level up your stuff, move on. I hear a Joe. Holy moly. Wow. She brought me coffee. I'm so in love right now. Let's open it up to the audience participation section. So let's go through some ground rules real quick. I'm looking for new games. So ideally, games 2024. If it's 2023 or older, we can do that a different time. Like maybe we can do another trailer day at another point for, gems that we've missed. But the goal here is really new games that came out. Also, please try and keep them surge safe. So no profanity, no gore, no body horror, no butts. All right. But otherwise, let me have them. All right. We got Inkslayer with Galacticare. What's up, Camcoder? I should really do like a form. Like Kathleen has her song recommendation form. Maybe we should do that. I don't know how she does it. So apologies if I'm not super responsive to chat right now. I'm going through and trying to grab trailers by pausing chat. I think we've talked about this one before. We've watched Creeper World IXE before. I think we did that last trailer day. Couple people suggesting Wanderstop. Interesting. Interesting. Have we seen Tactical Breach Wizards? Oh, several times. But I mean, I guess we could throw those back on there. I'll grab that, and we'll also grab the tactical game. Let me capitalize this. Where'd it go? Oh, no. Aloft. Yep. Yeah. Molly. A new Molly. Wait, there's a new Timberborn update? Hello? I have games from Accessibility Showcase. If there's stuff you're excited about, Learzel, hit me. I'm always excited. Oh, right. You know, great idea, Kits. Do we have a link to the sheet? I mean, ideally, it's a little bit self-reinforcing with if we're just talking about titles from 2024. Hopefully, we don't get it there. Can you just hit me with the name of the game, please, Learzel? If there's like one in particular you want to showcase, rather than a link. If only there was a place that we already put the games that we're interested in. It's not just Discording, Slayer. I believe Arclight actually made a whole spreadsheet. Do you have recommendations in my Discord channel? I do, and this time I didn't actually go through and grab them all, which that's on me. Crab God, what a name. All right, I might have to cap it pretty quick here. My apologies if I didn't get to you. But whatever, we're going to have one more, which will be 20. Little known galaxy. All right. So I grabbed the first 20 I could see. My apologies if I missed any of things of what you did. It was a lot of like pausing and trying to scroll through chat. I also think I might have missed. No, I got you, Tino. Thank you, Tino, again. All right, everybody. Oh, I do want to get. Let's give Learzel one more try though, because Learzel tried to share, and then we'll wait for Learzel to pick one game from the accessibility showcase. I think that's important. No. You're good. Trash Goblin. There we go. Yeah, because I did say go ahead, and then I didn't really give you a second there. So let's get you in there. All right, let's start with Galacticare. Build, manage, and optimize. Oh, wow, this game came out less than a month ago. Optimize an intergalactic hospital. Recruit staff and satisfy the whims of various alien species and cure bizarre illnesses. Is this 2 Point Hospital but in space? Oh, cool. Thank you so much, Kits. If you're curious, because this community loves spreadsheets. We've done it for the last 2. Oh, I did it in like 2 months back to back. Interesting. Oh, and if I add notes to it, I guess I don't necessarily always have to add notes, but there we go. There's even notes behind the games that I'm the most excited about. Interesting.
It's on? Yep. Okay.
Midi?
Yes, Heel?
One at me.
No, Heel.
Yeah, fine. Welcome to Galacticare.
Hi, Director. I hope you're real.
Is it gonna throw up on the floor? Oh, it's okay. We have Roombas.
Heel? Do you see that colossal on sensors?
Hello there. Yes, Midi. I'm sure you can handle it.
The rapid arrangement of my vending machines into the perfect form makes your paltry efforts look shameful.
Got a lot of good things on sale.
To do the healthcare, we will require some doctors.
Hello, Director.
2 players high-fiving now.
These doctors all look extremely professional.
Have memorized treatment process. Ready to work.
The solution is obvious.
A gun! Now that is a proper gun.
Why is the solution a gun?
There's more where that came from, Galacticare.
You've got to fix this, please.
That went rather well, I thought. I'll have to trust that you haven't built the hospital in the shape of a phallus.
The voice actor is Matt Berry. Interesting.
Welcome.
All right, let's check out this one.
Galacticare. Heel and I can't wait to get you settled in.
Our goal is to provide the best possible healthcare service, and we're constantly evaluated by a system known as hospital rating.
You guys are open now. Apparently, that's good actually, because people were like dying down here.
As we're a healthcare organization, we will need some
Dr.
doctors.
Twiggy Pop?
There she is.
Boo!
Get down to work. It's nice to get back to doing something I actually care about.
This fellow's condition requires them to be reboned, and for that, we'll need a boning chamber.
Fingers crossed this actually works, or we might all be going to jail.
Okay.
Well, that's a daring hire. Listen well, computer boy, to my terrible problem.
Wait, did somebody turn into Ash?
Minnie, are you waving? Are you waving your awful little hand?
I'm sure they'll be very happy with that cure. They were in pain and now they're Ash. Do we take those?
Minnie, you don't have
Call that a W?
because you're not real.
Of course I do.
What?
Because you're my friend.
Why are we belittling this little robot?
Creature who's about to eat the station.
Good lord, what is that?
I'm off to find some more gizmos. We'll talk again soon, my tiny friends. And good luck.
Director, it looks like the festival isn't the only place to find rock and roll. We've taken on significant damage from the impact. Your construction display will show you simple, easy methods to improve your room's value. Potted plants are all the rage at the moment. Not my cup of tea, personally.
Whoa, look at
That is so much vomit. That is just so much vomit.
Space whales,
Why?
I hope you found all this educational, Director. Welcome aboard. We're gonna do great things together.
Adorable. Very positive. Oh, this is just like out too. Wait, you can buy the placebo edition? That's very funny. And it's on Game Pass. You know, I actually just recently canceled my Game Pass. I picked up Game Pass so that I could play Starfield. And then after Starfield, I used it to play City Skylines. And then I paid for it for like 6 months without touching it. And then I was just like, oh, I've passed my break-even point. So I should probably just cancel this until there's something I know I want. Because otherwise, I'm like, why am I paying for this? Been playing a lot of Project Hospital, and this might be too arcadey for my taste. Yeah, that's fair. Pay while you play is the way to go. I mean, it sounds like that's what they want the service to be. I mean, I bet, no, they probably want the service to be, yeah, just pay all the time and play games for free when they excite you. But like, I don't know, I scrolled through it a couple of times and it just, nothing quite hit me. You know what's really funny? I was watching the Xbox showcase, and at the end of every single trailer, they said, play it day one on Game Pass. And I was like, right, I should unsubscribe from Game Pass. That was the lesson I took from watching that showcase. It was like, wow, yeah, I haven't played anything on Game Pass in a while. I'm going to cancel until something I care about comes out. Maybe that didn't work. Maybe that didn't work for them. I don't know. We'll see. Cool. Anyways, Galacticare. It looks like another strong contender in the silly simulator genre. All right, next up we have Empires of Undergrowth. Is this the ant game? Oh my god, it is. Command swarms of warriors. Okay, so hold on. First off, it feels like they've been trying to make a good ant game for a while. And correct me if I'm mistaken, but going back into those OGs, we've already talked about Sid Meier's Pirates. We've also talked today about Dungeon Keeper. Yeah, Sim Ant. Yeah. Sim Ant. The only other game I've seen that tried to do something like this, there's like a terrible mobile like ant management game that came out as well, didn't it? Anyways, regardless, we have this now, which the giant finger is very funny. All All right, launch trailer, launch date, reveal. Let's do the reveal trailer first. So this came out a week ago. Wow. My friend loves that AMP mobile game as like the top player. No way. Really? I definitely felt like the Ant game was a bait and switch too, where, I don't know, it feels like a lot of the mobile games are just like very sexually charged for no reason. It's kind of odd. There's so many Ant mobile games. No kidding. All right, let's watch this one. All right, suddenly realizing, I hope you're not afraid of bugs, because, sheesh.
This nest may be small, but given a chance, it will grow to become a sprawling underground city.
So it's hex-based, which is kind of interesting, instead of square-based.
There are intruders in the nest. The colony is starving.
This isn't the ant sim I thought it was.
The ants must fight.
You'll take spiders over ants any day. Really? That's gotta, I think of that as being a fairly uncommon take. The bugs look a little too real. Yeah. Oh my god, literally walking over the corpses of the ants across the water there? That's kind of intense.
The queen is in.
I guess that's pretty ant-like though, right?
The way they continue to adapt. It's almost as if they have a goal, a purpose.
Interesting.
Has the colony been prepped for the final experiment?
The army is on the march. Send them back.
Hurry up.
Oh, I guess if we played this game, we could make a lot of those jokes of like, do you want ants? This is how you get ants.
Aha! I told you I'd be back.
Pikmin is basically an ant simulator. Yeah. Oh yeah, Darley Sam beat you to that joke by like 3 seconds, man. A lot of people forget how educational the classic Sim Ant was. The game was like a 107-page manual that was essentially a bio textbook. No way. Fight day and night. Oh, all right. All right, some of these bugs are a little too real for me.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Wait, was there a flamethrower? Yeah, probably don't play grounded. Nah. Adorable. Empires of the Undergrowth. I thought there was like another big ant game that just came out as well, where it was more of an RTS. I wonder if did I just make that up? Yeah, I thought that, isn't there like another big ant game that also just came out right now? Am I making this up? I'm just gonna search ant. Can I sort by release date? Ant Empire? Empire of Ants. Yeah, this one. Is this a trailer that just came out? There's Empire of Ants, which is what I thought this was. Yeah. That's so weird that there's two huge titles in this genre, like back to back. This trailer is so quiet in comparison. So in this one, I believe you play as an individual ant, but you have the ability to like command other ants. This is like when both Ants and A Bug Life came out at like the same time. Yeah. So somehow, even though this is more realistic, I'm not as icked out by this compared to the other one I watched. I don't know why. So yeah, you have these like giant army versus army combats here. I guess this is also kind of like when like Armageddon and what was the other space asteroid movie that also came out at the same time? Sometimes people just like themes happen, right? Wait, so this is based on a 2001 novel and there's a game that came out. This is a remake and reimagining of it. Wait, yeah. Based on Bernard Saga. What? Oh yeah, Morgan Freeman's Deep Impact. Yeah. So this is the one that has like the narrative dialogue on top of it.
In the heart of the
there we go.
Forest, a murmur spreads. The first rays of sunlight awaken a community ready for action. The ants. With the end of hibernation comes a new set of challenges. Collect resources, secure outposts, fortify our queen's territory, and follow her plans for this new season.
Apple.
Welcome to the fascinating empire of the ants. Play as 103683, an inquisitive ant in a world of unsuspected dangers. Your mission? Defend your colony against rival kingdoms and expand the borders of our queen's empire beyond known lands. But remember, the strength of your people lies in unity and strategy. In this exciting strategy game, every decision counts. Research technologies.
Look at that tech tree.
And choose which one to send into battle first. New threat is on the way. Gather your forces.
Look at that! You snail mount into battle.
Dangers that threaten your home.
Still icks you out a little bit? That's totally fair. This one doesn't ick me out as the other one. Maybe it's because there's fewer bugs with big long legs.
Where the fate of millions
I don't know.
Lies in your sole hands.
Reminded by ants for some reason. The only scene I remember for that movie is like the opening cinematic where one of the ants is sitting down in like a therapy session and talking about how they're like, I never really got to know my mother, and it just feels like I'm just one more piece in this machine, and that ultimately everything I do is really insignificant in the grand scheme of things. And then the therapist is like, hey, it feels like we've had a major breakthrough. It's great that you've realized that you are insignificant. And then it like zooms out and shows the entire colony. And you're like, what are they trying to teach us here? Joe says she didn't remember that scene. I thought that was one of like the key moments of that movie. Oh, maybe she remembers A Bug's Life and not ants. Yeah. Yo, Ark, thank you for the 30. The ants need to be at least 3 times bigger. Okay, good. This makes me want a city builder based on Adrian Tchaikovsky's Children of Time. I'm not familiar enough, but there's some neat stuff out there. For Thrive, watch the second trailer, not the first. Is that because one of them is inappropriate? What do I have to worry about? Please elaborate. I need to wait for more information. Normally I'd watch both. Small battle. Here's what I'm going to do. Hey, kits. Can you do me a favor and watch this trailer and tell me if it's surge safe or not? and then I'll go on to Coffee Caravan, and then I'll wait for the mod to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, if that's cool. Thank you for the heads up, Snout. I do appreciate that. I'll just wait for confirmation. I mean, actually, like any of the long-time regulars, if one of you wants to give a little peeks and tell me if that's all right or not. We'll move on to Coffee Caravan. Fuel your coffee passion in Coffee Caravan. Hello. As a cafe manager, brew, experiment with delicious recipes. Build your dream coffee business on wheels. Serve customers, unlock new flavors, purchase appliances, and enjoy your procedurally generated road trip in this roguelite experience? What? Hold on, that's just the Slay the Spire map. Like, excuse me? Came out May 20th. Oh, adorable. Gameplay trailer, release date trailer. Welcome to Brew the Spire. Hand grinder, a little percolator. Oh my God, you get to a location and unpack everything. Cute. Kind of looks like plate up. Yeah, I can see that. Reminder of that food-based tower defense game. That game was awesome. Become a barista. Done. What if I'm already a barista? What then, video game? Checkmate. Wait, are you like making your own cocoa off to the side there? Oh, that's kind of cute. Dog! Oh my God, they're tiny. Oh, I love them. Wait, that person has a crown. Hey, what's up, Nuts of Odin? Thank you so much for the 60. That looks super cute. Hey, Dragon_Panda. Thank you very much for the 42 as well, friend. The timer to serve someone would probably stress you out. Yeah, that's fair. Time constraints. Big dishwasher. Turbo multi-coffee grinder. Espresso machine and grinder. What do you mean espresso machine and grinder? What do you mean espresso machine and grinder? How can you have both? Hold on. No. How can you have both a hopper and a portafilter in the same machine? Uh-oh. My immersion. This looks like it's built by somebody who doesn't know anything about coffee. This is like when I played Starfield and I got mad at all their coffee equipment. Those exist. Not in that orientation, though. Where's the coffee chute? Surge, Star Wars fans need to stop criticizing Star Wars. Directly into the portafilter? How are they tamping it then, Nitro? Surge, this coffee machine isn't historically accurate. It's not that it isn't historically accurate. It's that it doesn't make sense. You cannot brew coffee. You cannot brew coffee with this machine, Vez. You peasant. You Philistine. There are no beans in this coffee. Pull up the size comparison. Exactly. You can't have grinds and water in the same chute. Joe gets me. Thank you, Joe. They're taking this minimalism too far. I got coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, you deserve better, my friend. All right, Inkslayer says, I returned from the trailering Thrive story trailer, disturbing images. But the trailer's totally fine. Thank you, Inkslayer. I really do appreciate that. This game seems to have a lot of entertainment value at the expense of Surge's sanity. Oh my God. Speaking of at the expense of my sanity. Do you remember I played a trailer one time? It was like this extremely anime game that was like, you run a cafe, but then you also go and you play this like reverse tower defense sort of like weeb thing at the same time. And yeah, the landlord was extremely predatory and all of that was fine until they got into the spot where you had to like, it was called Affogato. Yeah. Oh my God. Basically, they wouldn't allow me to not put sugar in my coffee. And I was like, that's where I draw the line. Hey, seasoning coffee with salt is a thing. That salt, I'll take it. But they literally wouldn't let me not add sugar to my coffee. No, I'm out. I'm out. This generated a lot of conversation. You want to make Coffee Caravan IRL, cool little side business hustle? 10 million years ago, when I used to work at a coffee roastery, there was a customer that I delivered coffee to, and their business was just an espresso cart stand. Like, you know, the sort of thing that you could attach to the back of a bicycle and move around. And it just like they had like big, you know, those like office water jugs. They had two of those, one for water in, one for water out. And they just stood there, grinder, lever machine, and people would just walk up. It was this like really, really cozy little espresso cart. It was great. Brew Crew Surge will love this coffee roguelike. No. I am so picky. It's also like why I've never accepted a coffee sponsorship on the channel, which would be a no-brainer. It's just like, it's got to be really good. I feel like the people who are making these games, and I want to say this with as little offense as possible, they are coffee aficionados, but they are not coffee connoisseurs. They love coffee in theory, but they have never gotten their hands dirty. These are people that have never made a coffee for themselves in their life. They enjoy coffee, but they don't make coffee. Exactly. Is there a difference between a flat white and a cortado? We don't have time to get into that, Snout. Yeah, you only think you like coffee. That's why you dislike a lot of cooking video games? For sure. What just happened? Oh, do I have on-screen celebrations? How was that? Joe says it was fine. Interesting. Right. We'll leave. Thank you, Rach. Oh, geez. Oh, that was bad. All right. Sorry. Fairly pleasant. Nice. They've merely drunk coffee. You have ground the beans, poured in the coffee, until you have climbed into a coffee roaster. Until you have blown your nose. And coffee grounds have come out of you. Then you can't truly call yourself a coffee aficionado, okay? As somebody who has done that, I actually don't recommend it. It was kind of awful. I would come home brown. Like, actually brown. My gatekeeping the hobby? Yeah, a little. Is there such a thing as coffee lung? I wouldn't be surprised. So cleaning a coffee roaster is a miserable experience. Yeah, Joe would find coffee beans in our bed because it would fall out of our clothing. Sounds like a time to seek medical attention. Yeah. In hindsight, maybe don't do that. Sounds like when I used to stack hay bales on your grandparents' farm. The true secret is that Serge has been growing coffee plants on his 3 acres of Victoria Island land by hand. I don't even think we could grow coffee here outside of a greenhouse. Even then. Man, 3 acres would not give you a lot of coffee. I had a friend and coffee owner who went to Hawaii. And one of the things that they let him do as sort of this like ecotourism industry thing is they let him pick his own coffee cherries. So he like got to go to the farm. He got to hand pick coffee beans off of the trees. He got to process them himself. He got to do all that stuff. And he came home with like half a pound of coffee. And the first thing he said was, we do not pay enough money for coffee. Like after working that himself, he's like, oh my God, this was so much work for so little yield. So yeah, you take that romantic notion. You're like, I'm going to take it from the tree. And he's like, oh my God, this is exhausting. If I knew I was living somewhere long enough, I'd try growing my own tea tree. Isn't that the sort of thing that also doesn't even yield for the first like 5 years? Hold on. How long until a tea tree yields? At least 3 years. After that, if well cared for, it'll last for about 50 years. All right. Coffee grows on trees? Yes. Coffee literally grows on trees. It's more of a bush. It depends. It depends on the varietal. So you'll see these in cafes all the time. They have the coffee leaf is kind of beautiful. It's got this beautiful, shiny, like leathery texture. That's what coffee looks like. And then that's a coffee cherry. And so you grab the ripe ones and you pull them off. Yeah, so sort of like a tree bush, right? You're kind of beautiful with a shiny leather texture. Dang. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Love it. Like you call that, would you call that a tree or a bush? Are we still answering the flat white question? I get into that about once a year. About once a year, you'll get me on my flat white rant. You call that a shrub? Do you want me to get into the flat white question? Yes or no, chat? I need a vote here. How much do you want me to unpack the flat white rant? On a scale of 1 to 10. Games? Focus on the games? Look, I'm very easily distracted. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. -5? All right. Can you sum it up in 2 sentences? I'm trying to, I can, but not in a witty way. At a risk of starting a problem, what's a flat white? The simple answer is it's a coffee drink. The more complicated answer is all the terms are made up and nobody knows what they want. There you go. There you go. I've summed it up. They're all made up and nobody knows what they want. Anyways, Thrive. Heavy lies the crown. I want to give a shout out to Inkslayer for giving this trailer a double watch. So you said watch the Next Fest demo. Thrive. Heavy lies the crown is a complex city builder where the fate of your kingdom hinges on every decision you make. Explore this medieval land alone or with friends. Make tough moral choices and conquer your foes in RTS combat. Oh, interesting. So similar to something like Manor Lords. Actually, there's a lot of games in this right now. Early access co-op, online co-op mythology. Dagron. Oh, interesting. It's got, I want to say it's got a little bit more like Age of Empires energy here. I wasn't expecting this. The light reflecting off the buildings is kind of weird there. Surge weirdly gatekeepy. No! Wait, have we might have seen this trailer. Parts of this looks very familiar. This does look like it's scratching the itch of the perfect Surge game. So, give me a second. We have to break out the MS Paint. This is a diagram that I've shown a couple of times before. Genres that Surge Jaeger loves. Where's my text? Did I spell the word genre wrong? Why does that look wrong? Why haven't I saved this diagram? I don't save any of the diagrams. No apostrophe because of the possessive. There we go. I thought for a second, I'm like, am I just spelling gender wrong? All right. Surge genres. So there are 3 genres that I love. That I love. Genre the first. City builders. Second genre. Let's label this. The second genre that Surge loves. No. Whoop. Real-time strategy. The third genre that Surge loves. No chat. Chat just has to kind of deal. Can't fix everything. Joe's shouting instructions at me from the other room. Tower defense. Defense with a C or with an S, Twitch chat? It's a good thing I don't have to type for a living. All right. Much like the Olympic rings here. C is the British spelling. Thank you. So it's just like games that this reminds us of. I mean, obviously we have Age of Empires, right? We've got Farthest Frontier. We've got They Are Billions, right? Like there's Manor Lords, right? And it's like, if you look at this more of maybe like one of those big triangles where you're trying to place it on the genres that you love, there's all these fascinating little intersections. This is going to be a broken Venn diagram and I'm going to cry, isn't it? And then right here, super teeny tiny, we have Lord Hosk. And Lord Hosk is all like, hello, it's good to see you. I have to make Lord Hosk teeny tiny. Hello. There you go. There's Hosk. Kyle with the 3/4 of a year. What's up, friend? That's not where you live? You don't live at the intersection of all Venn diagrams? I don't understand Hosk at all, apparently. This is your home, Hosk. This is where we built a home for you. Anyways, I love this intersection, and it moves all over the time, right? Like, City Skyline is less a city builder, more of an RTS and a TD game, right? Farthest Frontier is much more of a city builder with elements of tower defense and RTS. Manor Lords, way more city builder and not much of a tower defense stuff like that. Like, I love games that are taking these knobs and twisting them. So I can see myself, I'm going to do it again. Don't save. I can see myself really enjoying Thrive for those reasons. All right, welcome back. Chat, you're back on screen now. Be free, but be good. Kyle, 75 months is wild. Thank you. Save? Too late. How is this similar to Raft? Bro. Not much. Wait, why is Raft there? Hold on. Why is this similar to Raft? That's so weird. Probably because of early access and online co-op. And mythology. I guess sharks really are mythological animals. Raft is clearly your tower defense game with Kevin. I mean, you're not wrong. You've never seen a shark? Yeah. Can you prove that sharks are real? Oh, no. All right, let's move on to Tavern Talk. A cozy visual novel about running a tavern in a D&D inspired fantasy. Really? Gather rumors, serve magical drinks, and meet adventurers on a life-changing quest. Cute.
Your tavern, the Wayfarer's Inn, is a place where you meet a cast of colourful adventurers. Mix magical drinks to help your patrons succeed on their quests. Listen to stories, gather rumors, and forge them into new quests.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting large wolf lady.
Explore the stories of more than 18 different characters that are visiting your tavern.
That was a very fancy skeleton.
Experience a game about found family, and with a lot of nerdy humor. Dive into a new fantasy world with a deep lore and a big mystery to uncover.
The start of every D&D game, you wake up in a tavern, right? Sharks were invented by Steven Spielberg for Jaws. That's fair.
Dragon familiar? They're doing such an amazing job slapping up all your mistakes.
Oh, they pet them. Wow.
Talk. Coming this June.
That vampire loves their ooze. All right, what's the other trailer? Oh no. Tiny cat friend. Listen to their stories. Oh, interesting. So you get like little story quest things. Oh, and you put together the story. Interesting. Oh, okay. This is like a fantasy version of Valhalla. Interesting. Boo. You're the innkeeper. Interesting. I wonder why you're called the innkeeper, not the bartender, something like that. I wonder what the significance of that word is. Why innkeeper? Because it's an inn? Well, the game is called Tavern, though. Can you hire them to clear out the rats in your basement? Yeah. It's called Tavern Talk. Are taverns inns? Am I the only person who's like going to die on this hill for no reason? Look, when I used to work in tech, it was very, very important to me that there be like consistency in the language that was used. And that it's called Tavern Talk and Innkeeper, that, I don't know, that's weird to me. It feels like it's all over the place. An inn will have a tavern, but a tavern won't have an inn. According to Wikipedia, an inn is a tavern that has a license to put up guests as lodgers. Interesting. Taverns come first. Inn rooms become part of the tavern. It's my favorite trailer so far. I mean, probably Mirthwood, but, you know, it's early. All right, so I'm the only person bothered by this. Nobody else is bothered. You can say this is a Surge thing, all right? Taverns are so in. Thanks, kids. Taverns really meant workshop places because there were people were brewing and storing ale. Interesting. You're a little bothered? Thank you. What up, Cookie Mom? You also like consistent language? Okay. What would be the best name instead of innkeeper? Bartender? Owner? More games? Thanks, Rach. All right, give me a second. Actually, I gotta pee before the next one. Very quick bio break. I'll be right back. Hello, I return. How you doing? Ooh, all right, everybody. Neva. Experience the moving tale of a young woman and her lifelong bond with a magnificent wolf as they embark on a thrilling adventure through a rapidly dying world. Is this the sequel to Gree? Or is this just the same developing team? But this is not a sequel, same studio? Yeah. All right, y'all ready? I have friends who call, is it Gree or Gris? I'm always so bad at the pronunciation there. Call that one of their favorite games of all times. Gree? I was correct. Let's go. Thanks, Mal. Devolver. Woke up from a nap and tried not to cry. Apologies. So here's the gameplay trailer. God, this looks so pretty. I've never streamed a game that would make me cry. Just a statement. It's a wild ride, yeah. Saying Minecraft's never made me cry. I've cried once on stream, but that didn't have anything to do with the game. Streaming Magic sometimes makes you want to cry. I mean, fair. God, this game seems beautiful. Yeah, the one timing, Slayer. Plain Minecraft. All right. The only trailer that I think a lot of people suggested more than once, Wanderstop. That was not a great way of introducing it. Yeah, a lot of people suggested Wanderstop. I'm curious as to why that is. The creator of the Stanley Parable and the Beginner's Guide comes Wanderstop, a narrative-centric cozy game about change and tea. Interesting. Okay. Change NT. Ooh, Annapurna.
I'm not meant to be here. I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening, and I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience. And I'm not really the patient type, but I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And
Bird.
when all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can stop. I can stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy.
Actual shivers. Whoa. Huh. Like actual goosebumps. What? Oh, interesting. Wow. Huh. Well, well, well. Would you like to know more? Yeah. Cool. Very cool. I won't get as angry about the tea as I do my coffee stuff. You know what? On second thought, if they made coffee out of a machine like this, I think I'd be on board. That looks kind of cool. It's no 2-in-1 grinder and, you know, portafilter, but add a little bit more whimsy to it. Look at that bird. Excellent round bird. You thought it was some kind of Japanese tea siphon machine? Say there, local citizen. Where the goats at? I'm sure they have equally round goats, Matt. What's the best criteria of a goat? Is it important that goats are round too? Oh my god, they're called a pluffin. Excellent name. I like how angry it looks. All right, next up we have Bladesong. Oh, one word. Bladesong, one word. Coming soon, Bladesong is a unique sword-making game in development, offering extensive customization and a captivating story unfolding in the city of Arran Keep. Be one of the first to experience it. Okay. Gameplay preview. Join the playtest.
This is Bladesong. In Bladesong, you experience a unique journey in the art of sword making. Create detailed designs, balance blades with physical precision, and explore a growing part library to forge your perfect sword. Each day brings new challenges as the people of Arran Keep seek blades to match their requirements and ideals. Fulfill customer requests to build up an income, make a name for yourself, and improve your forge. The world of Bladesong is full of mystery and danger. Explore one of the last safe bastions in the scorched...
Or as I want to call it, Mr. Sharpie. Thanks, Matt.
Your craft, your creations, and
that is an angry bear.
Tale and determine the fate of many.
That's also a really bad taxidermy job.
Over time, you will meet companions who will join your forge and support you in your endeavors. Hire them, build a community, and you will have loyal followers who carry your business and strengthen your role in the city. Embrace the challenge, wield your creativity, and become a part of the epic tale that Bladesong will be. Wishlist the game on Steam and join our Discord to make sure you don't miss our public playtests. We're excited to welcome you to the fantastic Bladesong community.
Interesting. You've made a katana. Ooh. Huh. I kind of love this. Ooh, good curved sword. This is just a fancy version of how I designed things for work. Amazing. I was seeing Coffee Caravan like 2 trailers ago, Night Valian. It's a very unique game. No, absolutely. It kind of makes me think it was like this and sort of the Tavern Keeper before it, about this like interesting sub-genre of games that take place in fantasy worlds but give you sort of like a mundane experience inside of it. You're like, no, look, you're not the hero. You just run the tavern and you like take care of the hero, right? I remember playing this mobile game years and years ago on my iPad, where you just managed, there's the dungeon and you operated the whole town. So you're like hotel, you buy their gear, you sell them potions and stuff like that. Gamers are aging and getting tired. They want a cozy life. No, this is even before Reciteer, or however you pronounce that one. I've never actually played that one. A lot of people brought it up when I did my play it forward of Moonlighter. But yeah, just that genre, right? You're like, no. You're no hero. You just get to take care of the world in which there is a hero. I think that's kind of cool. All right, Fields of Mistria. Start your new life. Build the farm of your dreams as you discover a world brimming with possibilities, magic, romance, adventure in this nostalgic farming slash life sim RPG. This has like big 90s anime vibes. Your cat was given birth. Look at that rare color. Oh my god, it's pink. Okay, that's cute. Mystery? I don't know. What if I want to romance the Shadow Blob, though? You're so hyped for this game. Really? This is the first one on my radar. First time seeing it on my radar, pardon me. Like, what if we just took Stardew and leaned even more into, like, nostalgia anime? Where's the goat? Matt, I got bad news for you. Wait, hold on. All right, no goat. We'll keep trying for Matt here, though. I made you a cup of hot cocoa. Wow. The name's March. What do you want? Oh, man. Dungeon adventure stuff. Juniper. All right, Matt, they got a Juniper. Best offer. Oh, there's a llama and a capybara. Okay. It's not a goat, but we're getting close. This looks very cute. All right, final answer. They have a dragon. Neat. Release date August 5th, 2024. Interesting. Okay, the chicken animations are adorable. Oh my god. Unsurprised to see that TQ's wishlisted is. Yeah. Amazing. All right, this is a game we've actually talked about quite a few times, but it has a playable demo now, question mark? Tactical Breach Wizards. This is XCOM, but you're wizard cops.
All right.
7 minutes? No, thank you.
Where the top special forces operatives are all just wizards for some reason. One team is unstoppable. Not yours. Hers. The Black Ops Chronomancer. Her team of needlessly fancy goons have brought the world to the...
Needlessly fancy. Wow.
One group of mismatched rejects stands in her way. A disgraced retired Navy seer who can see every possible future, but can't remember his own tragic backstory. The freelance Storm Witch, a private investigator whose mastery of lightning is devastating, unless her enemies aren't standing near windows. The Necromedic, a surgeon who turned to necromancy when she lost her medical license. She can heal you, but she'll have to kill you first. Faith is her armor.
Oh my god.
For wearing actual armor. Together, there's no threat they can't stop. As long as they can get there by public transport, they can rewind every time they screw it up. And there's an easy mode if they need it. Tactical Breach Wizards. Coming to Steam August 22nd.
All right. All right.
Also, could you wishlist it, please?
I was starting to get maybe... I had heard this game thrown around so much that I was getting kind of mid on it. I'm going to be honest, but I need to change that. That's, yeah. No trailer has made me laugh that hard today. The writing was actually my favorite part of the demo. Yeah. No, that seems like it could be a really good time. I was really surprised by how the humor hit me too. Interesting. Hey, Riven Darkstar, thank you so much for using your Prime here. Also, you just hit the one, well, I can't say the 1 year. Maybe for the Americans. In Canada, you're not quite there. You hit the Butterbean, and that's a huge milestone in this community. Thank you very, very much. Enjoy your brand new Butterbean. Appreciate it. Tom Francis, the dev, is good people and always really funny. Neat. You lead a team of renegade wizards in Kevlar as they unravel a modern conspiracy plot and or find the most stylish way to punch a traffic warlock through a 4th-story window. It's a story-driven campaign of about 8 to 10 hours. I mean, that seems like a really nice little time window there. Is a Canadian year different than an American year? Yeah, we use metric here. So Falpier, for example, 49 months, it's almost to the, the half year. Thank you for the support, Falpier. Appreciate it. Wouldn't a metric year be 10 months? 100 months. Much like the meter. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Do Canadians live faster or slower? Yes. Any chance I'll play the demo? I'm not huge on demos. I don't know why. I can't explain it. Not huge on demos, he says, having really enjoyed both the Brotato and Balatro demos. Not a demo enjoyer. I can't explain it. Creeper World IXE. Wait, maybe I don't know this game. What? Maybe I don't know this game. As a long time They Are Billions enjoyer, I've been told to check this out. Wugachaka, was this your suggestion? Is this the right game? The Creeper always returns, but this time we have advantage. Explore new worlds where the Creeper, sand, and particles all merge in a pixel-level simulation, pushing the bounds of real-time strategy. What? What? So we're fighting ooze? Is that correct? Yeah, this is not at all the game I thought it was. Someone has been studying programmatic fluid stuff? Yeah. I don't understand what this is. This is a game where fluid is bad. And so it's like an RTS game where you have to fight the fluid as it comes at you. And it looks like if you can get to that, those are probably upgrades and stuff. Yeah, actual waves. Oh, that's so funny. Because, yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. In a lot of tower defenses, it says you survive waves. All right. Good joke, chat. Good. I need to watch that again. Survive the waves. So now that we know what we're looking at, let's try and understand better what we're looking at. So it looks like there's a little bit of like supply chain management. Things come from a certain direction. It's getting processed through this ship, right? The green supplies it there, and then it supplies red, which is firepower. So there's like a logistics thing that's happening here as well. Creeper sand particle physics. Yeah, there's also terrain deletion as well. So hold on, like look here, right? They're excavating this area. And as they do, they're turning it into more resources to fight the other waves. So apparently this is a long-running genre that I'm not familiar with. Like, yeah, interesting. Feels so much like someone's game jam taken to the nth degree, right? Paul's a big fan. Like my Paul? Lur Paul? Huh. This started as a Flash series. No kidding. Fascinating. Huh. There's like 4 other creeper worlds, but they're all a little bit different. That's very cool. All right, Aloft. This is a game I am a little bit more familiar with. This is another like survival simulator style game in third person, but a big part about it is flight. So the world is a bunch of like different scattered sky islands. And so you check that out. This one's multiplayer as well, really? A mushroom. Huh. Mushroom bad. There you go, Matt. There's your goat. 10 out of 10. Goat of the year. Play the Aloft demo over the weekend with some friends. Neat. Yeah, play the multiplayer demo now. Interesting. Sky Whale. We got Ellie and Uno. Hey, there we go. We finally have a recommendation similar to Valheim and V Rising. I believe you. Are we driving the Sky Islands? I don't know. I figured you kind of fly from island to island. Wait, you actually drive the islands too. Is it just me or does that mushroom kind of have like owl vibes? Yeah. You just straight up drive it. Oh my God. Huh. And these are dwarf mushrooms. The other one was an owl mushroom. This is a dwarf mushroom. Okay. Okay. That's really cool looking. You hear about the program NASA is launching to say sorry to all aliens? It's called the Apollo G. Uh-huh. Boat. It has been a really good couple of years for survival crafters, huh? Babies. Man, speaking of which, speaking specifically of sky stuff, oh, what was the name of that that almost Subnautica-like, that survival builder where you're floating above the ruins of a destroyed world? A couple people mentioned a Cobalt Core update. Heck yeah. Forever Skies. How's that looking? Is everybody still hyped for Forever Skies? Is it out? How's Forever Skies doing? I'm going to get distracted and watch this trailer for a second. Because there was a launch trailer a while ago. So literally 1 year ago today, it went into playable early access. Okay. Hey, what up, Yalk? Oh, there's a lot more game to this than last time I heard. Because, like, I remember following the development of this game for a while. And then it feels like I kind of just fell off it. The Airship Gardening Update. Interesting. Yeah, I also lost track of this gaming Slayer. I was, like, very hype on this for a while. Yeah, like, definitely has that sort of Subnautica feel to it, which you could see, I think, also impacted, like, Planet Crafter's UI and stuff as well.
Just be careful.
This also feels like Mushroom Bad. Oh, I did not like that bug. Man, it's so weird to me that you can descend and walk around it, like stuff like this. The original pitch, it reminded me of Subnautica in that everything down below was just a giant, open, terrifying space where your imagination could really terrify you of the, the horrors that lurked below. And I don't know if it's got that anymore, but it's interesting. It looks very different from the last time I checked in on it. Like, tremendously so. Huh. It's fun. I've played it and enjoyed it. Word. All right, I got distracted again. Apparently, there is a Timberborn update. Really? Really? I'm sorry, did that say Timberborn going medieval? Oh, that's two games together. Okay, that's not a Timberborn the Going Medieval update. Update 5. Oh, update 6 has been announced. So update 5 was the Badwater announcement. Okay. So is there a trailer for update 6? Update 6. Oh, okay, there's no trailer for it. We can just read about it. Update 6 is the modding update. Okay. Steam Workshop support. Yeah, modding support is kind of big. I don't know. I would not necessarily call that a huge update.
Did you really think that this video was some sort of an in-season April Fool's joke?
What are wonders? Building wonders. Activating wonders. First time activators. Flexible start. Interesting. Ooh. Flexible beginnings. When you activate a wonder for the first time, the flexible start unlocks the future playthroughs on that map. This means you'll be able to pick a different spot for your first district. Oh, interesting. The role is a goal. To complete a wonder, you need heaps of materials spanning several production chains. Well, you can start the work as soon as you unlock the building. We wanted wonders to reward having access to the most buildings. Okay. Because of the extensive work involved, wonders are constructed differently than regular buildings, going through visible stages of development. Oh, that's cool. That's a beaver on... Oh my god, it's so cute. Look at this! Beaver on an airplane. You may recognize the flying beavers from our April Fool's video. We would never joke about this, or would we? The Iron Teeth's strength comes from their hard work and devotion to the rest of society. So they took it upon themselves To send out beaver pioneers and recolonize the wastes? Amazing. Huh. Wow. Yeah, that preview came out a month ago. Very interesting. That is definitely Beaver Flight, isn't it? Oh my God, Beaver Rocket? Timberborn is so relaxing. My Fitbit thinks I'm asleep when I'm playing it. Incredible. Incredible. All right, let's check out Spilled next. Clean up waste in this relaxing and satisfying cozy game. Recycle, earn coins, upgrade your boat, and repeat. Okay. Oh, adorable. Got some like Terra Nil vibes here, eh? You found a rat. Okay, that's very Terra Nil. Suddenly with the ability to find like little animal friends as you're walking around. Or boating around. Adorable. As part of the Wholesome Direct. Yeah, no kidding. Hi, I'm Lente. I live on a boat. 1.5 years ago, I quit school to follow my dream of making a game. Huh. Successfully kickstarted game as well. Oh, that's so cute. Similar to Power Wash Simulator. You know what? You're not wrong. I'm going to be honest. I know that this like the words Tilemancer Dungeon are on this notepad. I don't remember writing those. Wow, sort of the Convallaria or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that either. I just kind of copy pasted a lot of things that chat suggested. So let's find out what this is. Not only have I not even heard of it, I don't even remember putting it in the document. Tilemancer Dungeon is a minimalist dungeon crawler card game where you create and explore your own dungeon. Create your own path, fight your own way through it, gear up, and then claim the dungeon to become the next Tilemancer. What a neat concept. I'm going to watch it again. So you place a tile in front of you, and then how do you determine which way you go? If there's like a fork in the road, right? So rooms have an entrance and an exit, and maybe an encounter. That gives bonus armor. I don't know if it refills the armor or if it makes a maximum armor go up. Hold on. So they have 2 out of 16. Okay, that's just, it's like a heal for that. So then in this case, So why was there a room above it, and when they placed the room below it, they went down? I'm curious about that. There must be a way to determine which way you go, right? Right, and then they changed directions there. Interesting. This feels like exactly my kind of nonsense. Huh. Seems like a green line is drawn? Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. All right, game. You have my attention. A lot of people suggesting Guild of Dungeoneering. I've never heard of that game. Give me a second here. Guild of Dungeoneering. From 2015.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering. All across the land they're cheering, oh, to be a dungeoneer, chasing fame and glory.
Dungeon building card battler. Oh no! Love the art. Oh, interesting. Yeah. So there's a... Okay. Okay, so the combat's a lot more involved in this. So they basically just like, hey, what if we took the core concept of this, of just like building a dungeon as you go, and just massively simplified it? Poor Doug. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if this is like a half-day game or this is all I play for the next 6 months kind of game, but I can see myself getting very hooked on this. Oh, right. All right. Can somebody explain to me why they remade Riven? So Riven is the sequel to one of the most beloved puzzle games of all time, very iconic game called Myst. Why did they remake Riven and not Myst? That's the part I'm curious about. Why the sequel? But if it's nostalgia, why not the original? Why did they pick Riven instead of Myst? A real missed opportunity? Okay, first of all, boo. Wait, that's because they already remade Myst several times. All right, okay. That would explain it. They did it because they've already done it. Well, now we know.
It's been a long time since I've attempted to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people
I've never played Myst, but I played a VR mini golf course based on it. Nice. Right, this is just the announcement trailer. This is teaser trailers are, yeah, teaser trailers.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help.
You could do Myst, but you found Riven wholly impenetrable. I cannot do puzzle games. My brain just does not work this way.
I can't send you to Riven with a way out. Once you've freed Catherine, I'll come with a linking book. She'll know how to signal me.
I know what he's doing. He's watching you.
Have I played The Witness? Nope, because I don't do puzzle games.
The island has been steadily decaying for years. According to my most recent...
I've heard wonderful things about The Witness, but I'm just not a puzzle game enjoyer. I can barely handle puzzle games in like a lot of first person games they've done. Have I played Minesweeper? Even then, my poor smooth brain struggles.
I apologize for the cage.
You can now play this game without having to change CDs. Incredible. I saw a really interesting comment earlier. I'm not a fan of the Myst remake because they switched to a walkable 3D world. Whereas in the original, the individually framed scenes were such a big part of how the puzzles were constructed. That's a fascinating take, right? Yeah, because on the one hand, if you're like, oh man, it'd be so cool to be able to explore this world, but if the puzzles were constructed with a different medium in mind, it does change a lot, right? Huh. Have I ever played the game called Doing My Taxes? No, I typically pay somebody else to do that for me. Terrible at puzzles. Yeah, I'm just not a puzzle game enjoyer. And that's okay. Similar to Power Wash Simulator and Firewatch, somehow I don't believe that, Riven. I'm a little bit trying to think of what emotion it is. I'm a little bit annoyed. We have a new accountant, and they did an absolutely amazing job of having us pay fewer taxes this year, which is great because, you know, everyone loves keeping money. And it was enough of a difference that I've been trying to call them to ask it'd be worth it to like redo, you know, every year of taxes I've done since I've been a small business owner, which is what being a streamer is. And they won't return my phone calls. And I'm like, please, I want to know. Is it possible to go back over previous tax years and ask the government to give you money back? Because like, I was really bad when it came to declaring business costs and expenses and stuff like that. And I just don't know. I didn't even know if it's possible. But if it's worth my time to get like potentially thousands of dollars back, that'd be great. I would love thousands of dollars, please and thank you. You can refile for up to 5 years. I've only been a streamer for 6 years. That's like almost my entire streaming career. So maybe they're on a big post-tax break. I'd love that. Yeah. You know what that is? That's like Joe desk money there. Is what that is. Poor Joe needs a desk. All right. Anyways, to you puzzle enjoyers, celebrate. Wow. Wait, that comes out the day I fly to Europe. Neat. All right. Next up, we have Technotopia. Well, a city builder card game. Take on the role of an AI designed to build a perfect city. All right. Interesting. Oh, kids. Thank you for 100 Joe Desk biddies. There was a really interesting card-based city builder that came out a couple years ago. I want to say it was called Stacklands. So the idea of these like puzzle card-based city builders is not necessarily new. Well, if it isn't Mr. Cameron. Well, well, well. Oh, that sounds great, sweetie. Yes, please. Consult the spreadsheet. I actually love that. I love this stream, by the way. The whole like demo day, trailer day thing is just so big because I don't know how I would find out about video games if not for this. Like, I just love the concept of this. I love learning about it. And I love that we have I think we've only been doing this for maybe 2 or 3 years now, looked at so many game trailers over these years now that I have lost track of what we have and have not watched. Huge fan. So thank you everybody for being a part of these. Because again, you've provided 3 times as many games as I did. Yeah. And unfortunately, we only just started the trailer day spreadsheet. But, you know, we could keep going. All right. I talked over this and I didn't really engage with it all that much. So what do we have here? We have numbers at the top, which kind of make it look like there might be 3 different constraining resources. Because you can see that they kind of line up with different colors of buildings as well. Blue buildings, teal buildings, red. Interesting. There are events. Level 1 public power. People filed a complaint about dilapidated housing. The house is too old and may collapse if nothing is done. What should we do? Interesting. You can make an abandoned city block, a skyscraper, or a factory. Okay. You call this a survey stream. That's interesting, Alfred. Survey stream is kind of a neat title for it. All of the numbers are negative, and I don't know how I feel about that. As a gamer, there's one thing I want, and that's number go up. And yet all of these numbers are going down. How do they live like this? Huh. Cool. This was a Next Fest one. Oh, they're golfers. Okay, okay. The Sword of the Unpronounceable, Convallaria. Trying to give it a little bit of Spanish there. Ooh, fantasy tactical RPG revitalizing the beloved JRPG genre. Collect and train a roster of mercenaries, customize your squad, and use your own strategy to save the nation. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I have to get distracted after this. I have a trailer to show you, which was probably a Surge After Dark game, but it doesn't matter. All right, first off, what's this? A metaphor. Oh, this is so anime. Oh no, the flower petal. What does it symbolize?
And kingdoms crumbling.
Oh, it's even in Japanese. Dang. I mean, this is the very classic JRPG trailer. We're establishing scenes and it just flashes between characters who deliver like epic one-lines with no throughput at all. Weren't supposed to talk about, sorry, what? I don't know what you're talking about, Uzumaki. What? Huh? Who said that? Nobody said that. All right, let's try this again. Oh man, not only Final Fantasy Tactics Gwaldhar, there's also a Metal Slug Tactics game that was announced in the latest Steam Next Fest too. The Tactics players are kind of in a feast time here.
力の前に振るうべきは謀略か、はたまた正義か。
光の真理を射直すため権力を手にするか、人々を愛するか。
This definitely looks more like Fire Emblem than Final Fantasy style JRPG to me. Not that I'm like massively well versed in the whole genre. Because like also within this genre on, I think it was on Nintendo Switch only, it was, oh god, what's it called? Unicorn Overlord or something like that, that also just came out. Yeah. So it's interesting that a lot of people are like revitalizing a beloved genre as if the genre's gone anywhere, but I think they've just been like consistently putting out titles in that genre the entire time. I don't know. I'm not a massively enfranchised fan in that, but it seems like it's doing great. Why does everybody have to revitalize a genre that hasn't gone anywhere? All right, hold on. I need to show you a trailer for a game that I own because this is so wild to me. Heck, what's it called though? I own too many games. Oh, it's called Wartales. I found it. Okay, Wartales. This is so weird to me. Okay. So Wartales, this game is an absolute banger and is a game that I couldn't really stream. It is kind of what I always wanted it to be. This is like fantasy XCOM. You have a mercenary company. I wish I could find just the basic trailer for Wartales. So it was a like fantasy XCOM game where you had a mercenary company and then you went out and you picked up bounties and you fought places and then like maybe somebody in your team would die or they'd level up. And it was great because it was the narrative tale of, oh, this is just the DLC. Where's the base game? There it is. Sorry. Yeah, I really hope this trailer isn't too bad. So yeah, you were this mercenary company. You walked around. You got into tactics like fights. It really good. Really good. You had to get food. You had to pay your company. I loved it, right? But yeah, a little bit on the violent side. So we never streamed it on this channel, but this is like exactly what I was looking for. Then they came out with the strangest DLC I have ever seen for a genre like this. The Tavern opens.
Mercenaries. You daring adventurers understand that
yeah, very Battle Brothers-esque. And then what you do is you retire from the war of being a mercenary company and you run a pub. I love it.
Setting up equipment.
Right? You become the establishment that other mercenary companies stop at and you like post the missions. And the community is so divided over this. They're just like, what do you mean? You went from having like the most gritty, tactical based like strategy game to now you run the tavern in this world?
No matter where you are.
Yeah.
Through the snow-capped mountains of Dromback or roaming in the plague-ridden marshlands of Harag, you're always able to manage your tavern.
Right? It's just a food management game now. Look, you have to set up proximity around your bards and stuff like that.
Festival takes place between your walls. Customers flock to it and spend what little coin.
I turned it down a little bit because I haven't actually vetted this trailer yet, but you know, like,
You become so successful that you have to relocate to a more spacious establishment.
Feels like a bit of bragging about how good your engine is if you could do both. Yeah, I guess.
It's still yours, but it's no longer
right? Like, look at this. But yeah, the reviews mixed, and a lot of that was people being like, "Wait, what? Like, what is this?" So this is this is like a 2022, 2023 game. I think I played early access in 2022 and then they had a full release in 2023. So good. If you're a fan of the tactics genre, like turn-based tactics style stuff, check out Wartales. Don't sleep on this game. And the fact that this is the DLC that they added is wild to me. I love it. All right, next up, Crab God. I like that we always have to have a crab game. So what is it? What is our crab arc narrative? The first one was Crab with a Gun, and then there was Crab Dark Souls, and now we have Crab God, an atmospheric underwater strategy game. Guide your crabbling colony through wild ocean depths. I'm sorry, what?
Welcome to the underwater domain of the Crab God. Raise your very own adorable family of crablings. Teach them how to become the next...
Oh, are you the Crab God in the background? Oh, that's creepy. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
Cultivate coral reefs to attract all kinds of new sea life.
How
Take a journey through the vast ocean depths, where new and even stranger creatures wait to be discovered. Become a leader worthy of your crabling's praise. And make a real-life difference for our oceans as you play. Get ready to embark on your great migration to hatch the very next Crab God.
What?
Welcome to Crab God, an atmospheric
What is this
underwater
game?
strategy game where you must take a journey to hatch the egg of the new Crab God. Crablings are your enthusiastic followers, guided by you to create thriving...
The giant crab in the background is profoundly unsettling.
See how they form personality.
This is like, you know, the fate of all evolution is carcinization, but like as a threat.
You can grow a variety of sea plants and coral to attract all kinds of weird and wonderful aquatic life.
This is the Crab Panopticon.
Learn about them to...
Crab God is always watching.
Produce more food for your colony.
A little bit of Spore. I was going to think a little bit of like Black and White, actually, Omdurastrix. Yeah. Crab Panopticon.
As you explore deeper into the depths, levels become more complex, the needs of your colony growing with every step. Your time playing will allow you to make a real impact on our own oceans.
Wow. They actually make donations on behalf of real ecological causes when you do in-game actions. That's actually kind of amazing. Oh, this would be so bad for my thalassophobia.
Their faith in you can give you the...
Oh, this game is making me feel a lot of feelings.
So start your great migration and become the Crab God.
All kinds of crab feelings. Yes, exactly crab feelings. I'm going to move on and not think too much about what we just witnessed. Thank you for sharing that, I think. Fata Deum. Inspired by the god games of old. Oh my god, that's so funny. We're just talking about like Spore and Black and White. This is the really... what was the... Oh my god, Peter Molyneux tried to make a bunch of god games as well. What were those ones called? This is like pre-Black and White. Somebody's got to help me out. Was it Goddess? Failures? Dang, Hosk. Populous. Yeah. I was thinking Populous. Thank you. All right. Fata Deum lets you mold settlements and townfolks into your very image. Will you raise settlements to splendor or spur them into violent debauchery? Interesting. Watch as a living world grows under your whims. It's a lot of responsibility. Populous was Bullfrog, the same people as Dungeon Keeper.
The god
Not Sid Meier. I didn't think it was Sid Meier. I thought it was Peter Molyneux, Inkslayer.
is back.
Do you desire infinite power?
But I could also be wrong about that.
You shall wield the power of a god. And you shall lead humanity any way you choose. Will you support the founding families by working good wonders? Encourage them to build farms and schools so they can thrive as their settlements grow? Or will you rule with an iron fist as an evil tyrant, awaken the bloodthirst of mortals, and incite the flames of war to expand your lands with all the means at your command? Will you create a golden age of endless festivity? Inspire your followers to savor all pleasures and rejoice in divine intoxication?
Divine intoxication.
Or will you use
It's a very fancy way of saying your people are drunk.
lies and malicious
No, I haven't been drinking. I've been partaking in divine intoxication. You see, I am but a pious man.
Whatever you decide.
This looks a lot like Black and White minus pets. I was kind of thinking that too. Maybe there will be a pet. Who knows?
Will of their own, they can choose which god.
Divine Intoxication sounds like a band. Yeah.
But who will attract the most followers of all? Take up the battle for supremacy against the four ancient.
It's interesting too. The art style is like kind of trying to be cute. There almost feels like there's a like a tension in the art style. You know what I mean? So like the towers that went by had that kind of cartoony, almost Warcraft art style. Just for like the fortification, but a lot of the buildings and the people in particular look a little bit different from it. I'm trying to figure out what this art style is.
With the power of a god, who will you become? Fata Deum.
The terrain is a different style. Maybe that's what it is. The difference between the terrain art style and the building art style. Maybe that's the tension that I'm thinking about. Maybe it's the trees. Maybe it's the between the trees and the building is the hard part. Yeah, the trees are like very heavily textured and the buildings have this like smooth kind of cartoony style. Hey! Oh, there's our god again. Like, that's weird, right? Is that weird to anyone else? Is it the lighting that's weird? What's weird? What's off about this? Because it feels like every individual part of it kind of looks great. But when you add it together, it's just, their necks are too long. All right. The art style is unfocused. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, their neck to leg ratio is all kind of weird. You think it's the shadows? Maybe it's maybe the word I'm looking for is balanced. Because like, look at how textured and cracked the path is. And then the grass is soft. The people are cartoony. Feels like every individual part is a different art style. Yeah. Because like this looks beautiful, right? Other than the fact that that hill looks, that house looks like it's about to fall off a hill. Bye. I also don't quite understand how it's going to work yet, but like the different architecture styles with all the buildings is a little bit jarring too. Ah! Weird. What's up? God, their necks. I am a huge fan of the weird, what do they call it? The God games of old. Yeah, I had a good time with Populous. I had a good time with Black and White. They were interesting games. I'm not going to call them good because they had like some profound flaws, but they were trying to do some neat stuff, right? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Joe to stop by for a second there. Yeah, very, very, very interesting genre. I'm curious to see how this goes. I don't know what's going on right now, though. No set release date, 2024. All right. Keep me updated on this one, Twitch chat. Little Known Galaxy. Oops, I hit play again. This is our penultimate trailer of the day. Join the Space Alliance as a new captain in training and work with your crew to solve the mysteries of an ancient relic known as the Gray Planet. Wait, no. Ancient relic found on the Gray Planet. Little Known Galaxy is a cozy single-player RPG space adventure full of friendly characters, exploration, crafting, and farming. Okay. I wrote this song for you, chat. Sounds like the beginning of a sitcom. I don't trust this computer. Seems like the kind of computer that would eject you out the airlock, but tell you it was helping. Giant rock friend. Wow. Yeah, this feels very Stardew in space so far. Wait, you can't have a fireplace on a spaceship? That's irresponsible. Hold on. Hologram I would accept, but an actual fireplace? The very important balance of supplying oxygen inside of a spaceship. Oh. I don't know about that one. In order to solve this puzzle, you must smooch 5 aliens. Maybe it's a non-oxygen burning fire. I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess people complain about, like, space explosions all the time, right? No, this is just an adorable, like, space Stardew vibe. I mean, like, this is very cute, right? Little Known Galaxy. Are you ready for the adventure to begin? Your wife has been playing this and loving it? I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, again, this looks like for the cozy space vibe, or pardon me, cozy farming game vibe people, they'd be very pleased with this. Space is so lonely and demoralizing. In space, no one can hear you dream. Wow. Oh my God, Gunnar. Ah, dang. Oh, space skateboard. Wow, we ever since Back to the Future came out, we kind of forgot about the dream. Was it all 90s kids wanted to have the hover skateboard? Dang. All right. I think I know what game this is. I'm pretty sure Trash Goblin. Oh, it's not. Oh, I don't know what Trash Goblin is. I thought this was the Viscera cleanup detail, but as a goblin. Hold on. A wholesome and cozy shopkeeping game where you uncover and clean trinkets, then upcycle them to sell an endless, colorful, and quirky customers. Okay. You backed this game on Kickstarter? Cute. This looks so cute. Is this like VR? How do you actually play this, right? Although I do like the sort of 3D aspect of this, right? Pick it up, rotate it. Upcycle trinkets, even create strange new ones. Amazing. Hey, what up, Vid? Thank you so much for the 24 months. Enjoy your diamond bean, friend. That seems very cozy.
Trash Goblin is a wholesome and cozy shopkeeping game where you uncover and clean trinkets other people have thrown away, then upcycle them to sell to an endless parade of colorful and quirky customers. You can then spend your savings to upgrade your shop, buy new and better tools to unlock more activities, and even expand your business to exciting new districts across town.
The chasm.
Trash Goblin has always been intentionally designed to be enjoyed by as many people as possible. There are no fail states or time pressures, no skill gates to content, and no fast action. It's played in first person with a limited set of views, and no need to rush anywhere. This gentle pace is at the core of what it means to be a true goblin.
You think this is an AI voiceover?
All kinds enjoy the tactile, scrunchy, and satisfying mechanics we've
How
built.
can you tell?
That effort starts with us listening to our community. You asked us to add an option to allow players to sponge trinkets clean without holding a button down, so we did. And you asked for optional auto-chisel features for the chipping gameplay, so we implemented them. Thanks so much to our community for helping us make the game more accessible for everyone. Though a range of ongoing work we've undertaken.
This is absolutely AI voice. No kidding.
Goblin to the fullest. The mouse is used for every interaction, with optional keyboard shortcuts for navigation, and we're implementing controller support too. Tutorials use button glyphs for clarity. And the game's default font uses a clean and readable sans serif typeface with user-defined sizing. During conversations, the player
This was one of the
can skip
games
the
that
text appearance,
Lirazel
and the
suggested
button
from
press
the
confirms they've read
Accessibility
everything.
Expo. Pardon me, I don't remember the exact
And there are a selection of audio and volume settings to
the
take
exact
advantage
introduction
of,
she had though.
plus text speed settings
But
and more.
games with a big focus on
Of course, we want
accessibility
to
as
do
well. I
even
kind of like
more.
that.
So please consider wishlisting the game on Steam and play the demo there now. Then come and talk to us in our Discord and suggest even more improvements we can make. Trash Goblin. What kind of goblin do you want to be?
No inflection in the voice? Interesting. Oh, can I squeeze another trailer in? No, Joe's got lunch ready for me. So I am unfortunately out of time. I would have loved to show off a couple more trailers, especially as anytime you look at one trailer and you start to dive down the rabbit hole of like inspirations and things it reminds you of, it definitely introduces like 4 more things to talk about. But hey, everybody, this has been great. Thank you so much for all the suggestions. 2 things. 1, I'm going to take this whole list and I'm going to post it into Discord. And 2, I do want to try and continue to update the spreadsheet. So that at any point, if you see a game and you're like, man, this would have been so fun to check out, hopefully you have a place that you can go to find where this list is. Yeah, well, 2 things. 1, my parents are in town. 2, 3 things. 2, Joe made lunch. And 3, I'm also doing more filming later tonight. So I don't want to have like a mega long day or anything like that. Hey, if you're new and you enjoy the vibes, give a follow. I'd love if you came back. No stream on the channel tomorrow. I'm going to be over at twitch.tv/LonelyReadyRun, where Uno and I are going to boot up a 1.21 vanilla Minecraft world for the first time, which is pretty hype. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to be playing on said vanilla world. And then this weekend, Saturday is live. And then Sunday and Monday are going to be my last 2 streams before I leave to Europe for a couple of weeks. Heads up that the wonderful and talented Joe, might be taking over the channel while I'm out of town. Little Joe takeover. No promises. That's totally up to her. But yeah, I'm going to be gone from June 25th until July 10th off in Europe, which will be pretty hype. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for the good vibes and everything. Will something happen on live? Who knows? Joe streams at best streams. It's true. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the good vibes. Suggestion that we raid Voxy because she's doing a charity stream. That's a great idea. Let's send some love that way. But just as a heads up, we tend to be very family friendly here. I adore Voxy, but she swears like a sailor. So just be aware that we're going to encounter that. But she's currently fundraising for the Trevor Project, which is an excellent cause. So let's go send some love that way. Friends, thank you. I know there's a lot of places you could be hanging out watching instead. That you're here is endlessly humbling and flattering. Thank you for the good vibes. See you next time. Bye-bye.